Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony show.
Hi there.
Hello, Anthony.
Everyone's back.
Well, I'm here physically.
Yeah, huh?
Holy shit, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, huh?
And then Jimmy goes, holy shit, I'm fucking tired. Are you fucking tired?
Well, you know, not any more or less than I am every Monday. But
You got your regular tired, right?
yeah, standard tired.
I was bitching how I'm not sleeping, and Jimmy's bitching because he's not sleeping for two totally different reasons. So we're going to, like, trade stories, I think. I'm not sleeping because I'm a new father. And I was telling Anthony before the break, many stories today, but I'll tell the first one. Like when you have a newborn in the house, during the day, it's wonderful. It really is. Like, I'm changing diapers, I'm burping, I'm helping with the feeding. I don't care.
Really?
I really don't care. And during the day, your baby is like floating on a fluffy white cloud all day long. Just floating around. Everything is great. And then at nighttime, it's a fucking horror show, and they don't tell you this. Mars is laughing. See, he knows.
Yeah, kid.
During the day...
Of course he does. He's Puerto Rican.
2 years younger than he is.
Some kids burp them. Got to burp each other. No, but during the day, everything is nice. The sun is shining. Your baby's on a little cloud. He smells good. He's breathing nice. Everything's good. As soon as the lights go off at night, it's a fucking horror show. Every little sound the damn thing makes, you're jumping up out of bed going, all right, that's it. He's got to be blue.
Oh.
That's it, right there.
Blue.
What, do you got a monitor set up where you hear everything?
Monitor? We're sleeping 2 inches away from it. That's how paranoid we are.
Really?
With video monitors.
Same room, video monitors.
Oh, yes.
Everything?
Yes.
Motion detector.
Yeah, it's like a...
mercury switches taped to them.
Yeah. It's like a Tom Cruise fucking movie. But they don't tell you that. During the day, nice. Everything's nice. At night, holy shit, you don't want to turn the lights off.
Yeah.
Ah,
Creepy.
very creepy. No problems, but it's just regular, newborn shit.
So if the breathing, if you hear the kid breathing and then he's like, or whatever.
Exactly. You got to learn its noises, I guess. Yeah. Hey, you jump up. Oh my God, turn the lights on. What's up?
Yeah, what does it do? Like a...
Yes, yeah.
And you you jump up and you gotta freak out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but during the day, it just floats around on a nice fucking fluffy cloud all day long. Nice.
How long are you going to let him sleep in the room?
Until he's 18.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
I don't know. We gotta figure this out. I shouldn't even be back here. It's way too early. A weekend. But, fuck. Your whole goddamn life changes in a blink of an eye. They didn't tell you that either.
That's it, right? 1 second, you have a pregnant wife, and the next, now it's,
Yeah, now it's like... Well, when the baby pops out, you get really mad for a split second. You're like, who are you? Who are you? Who is this stranger?
someone that's going to take all the attention away from you.
No, that's you. I don't really, honestly, I don't care. I know that's what you worry about. I don't really care about that part of it. I really don't, no. But when a kid pops out, your first thought is, this is a strange thing that has just entered our lives. Who are you? Who are you? But then you realize it looks like you. You're like, oh, okay. Well, all right. I just hope you didn't. I hope you didn't get my personality too. Because are you going to be in hell? And this guy right off the bat, do not let the kids sleep in your bed. No.
In the bed, Jesus.
Nah, every once in a while you take him in the bed because if he's that close to you, he's going to be all right, I guess.
Oh, wait, no, that calls for me.
Oh, really?
Sorry. Yeah, there was something happening.
I don't know. Listen to this lunatic. Hold on. I don't know what you guys want me to do with this whole thing. I don't want to bore people. Sean in Pittsburgh. Sean.
Hey, what's up, Bob? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm a new father, too, about 2 months. And I was asking, anytime you hold the kid, are you having, the worst thoughts, that you're going to fuck up and, drop it or do something that's going to hurt it, on accident?
I thought that with everyone else's kids. That's why I never really held newborns before. So I held my brother's kids for maybe 30 seconds. Like, okay, did you get your picture? Here, take him back. I don't want to break
pretty
him.
Much what I do, too. Oh, picture, and then take this.
Yeah, take this away from me immediately. But when it's your own kid, it just came kind of naturally. So.
Damn.
You didn't sleep either, Jimmy?
No, I've not been feeling great, and I've had a bad sleep schedule. You know how it is. You with the baby, with me, you date a psycho. Whatever.
No, whatever.
So,
not much sleep?
Nah, not at all.
So we're both not sleeping?
No, I was also cleaning up shit.
Did you have to burp her before?
No.
No burping?
No.
Why is your chick a psychopath?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
What happened?
Gets angry very quickly. I can't take it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Short temper?
Was it a phone call? Was it a face-to-face?
It was a phone call about nothing. Just we've been fighting during the day, nothing major. You know, somebody has one more thing they want to say.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody has one more thing they want to say.
2 a.m.
That's never good.
It's awful.
Oh, no.
Girls pick the worst times to, bring up something that's bothering them. Usually it's at 10 o'clock at night when you have to get up at 4:30.
Oh, and they know it, too.
And I always go, look, couldn't this wait till tomorrow? I have all day after the radio show. No. And then it's a guaranteed 2 hours, and then after that, you got to calm the fuck down for an hour.
Gays are so lucky. You fucking just get to fuck your buddy in the rump. No nonsense.
You think gays ruin it, though? It seems like it's a very easy lifestyle to deal with, but you think they fuck it up, too?
Yeah, I'm sure one of them acts like...
It's like, dude, this is the easiest thing ever. We just have to fucking bang each other in the ass. Enough with the emotional shit. Yeah. They probably fucking ruin it.
The first gay guy that tried to hold his friend's hand. Like, all right.
All right, enough.
I'm taking enough social guff. I don't need this. My family hates me. Now this.
They'll smell your ass all over me. Get out of here.
So, you bring the kid home. And how much are you holding him? Like, is it like anything else new? You just can't stop picking him up?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like a toy?
But yeah, in a way, like, a new car, anything,
It's ridiculous. It's, you become a fucking mush, man. You really do. You become a fucking mush. And, I don't know.
I thought you guys were waiting till during the weekend. Like, over the weekend and just...
Oh, well, she was going to be induced last, Tuesday, because I think my fucking doctor was nice and lazy because she went into labor 11 days late. And if we waited for the induction, that would have been 2 weeks late, which is not fucking normal, but it sounded like someone wanted their weekend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
It sounded like our doctor wanted their weekend. Yeah, and in the end, we didn't even see her in the delivery room. We had a whole nother doctor because, she wasn't working. Ugh. Ugh, do I hate this woman.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. And then she's doing rounds in the hospital. You think she would stop by and go, "Oh, sorry, I missed the biggest part of what I do for a living. But congratulations to you and her and your lovely son there."
It's just a job for them.
Of course,
they're just yeah.
You learn that.
There it is.
You learn that. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You realize that she knew that your baby had to start life, but she's like, I got this thing going on in Hyannisport. I got to be back Monday, maybe Tuesday. We can bring the kid. Like that really is the way they look at.
Yeah, she looked at her schedule.
birth.
She looked at her schedule and said, "I could induce on Tuesday," and my girl was already like fucking dying, man. 11 days late. That's insane.
Yeah, that's pretty
Hence
late.
the big baby, 9 pounds 4 ounces.
Yes, I'll explain the whole thing.
I heard Steve had a little faux pas last week about my big baby.
Steve was trying to explain how a baby comes out of a woman.
Yeah.
He was giving us little birds and the bees, a little piece of it, and just doing horribly at it. Lindsay, very small girl, big baby, the pushing and the, yes, I don't understand how a girl of her stature could push out, and he starts getting graphic, and we're like, Steve, could you shut up?
How many times are you going to say the word canal? We got it.
Yes, the birthing.
What a dope. He's trying to bond with me because we both had kids. Get away from me. Leave me alone.
There's a play date scheduled for today, 5 years from today.
Right.
I have it on my calendar.
We both had a baby a month apart. Good for you. No, I'm happy for you, Steve. Supposedly you're bringing your kid in
She
today?
must have really been screaming. Is what I'm saying here. Must have been a lot of blood and screaming.
It wasn't the most eloquent manner of presenting the information, I'll give you that.
It wasn't.
It was pretty bumpy.
How long was MJ in labor for?
She was induced and then in labor for an hour and 40 minutes.
Holy shit.
That's a movie.
I was going to say, yeah. You sit down, you watch a movie.
How about 18 hours?
Yeah.
Lindsay, 18 hours.
Was she like just screaming the whole time, or?
She was a trooper. Where do you want me to start? From the fucking water breaking?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to fucking bore everybody.
I don't know anything about water breaking, so did it ruin any furniture?
No.
It didn't ruin anything?
They warn you that you pretty much could lose something, a bed, a fucking couch, a car.
Oh, no.
Because it's a gusher.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah. So I guess...
What about the mucus plug?
The mucus plug started falling out. We could also talk about black tar. We could talk about...
Oh, no. You better be changing subjects and talking about that oil rig spill. No?
We could talk about Nazi boob ladies.
How did you know
Sounds hot.
All right, well,
the water was breaking? Did she say it's going to break, or it just happened?
What day are we up to? Monday. Okay, so a week ago Saturday, we're both climbing the walls. Because I think everyone was like, when the fuck is she having this baby? I thought she was going to have the baby sometime in April. Like April 20th, 21st, 22nd, somewhere in there. Then we're pushing May. We're in May, and we're climbing the walls. Like, we're pretty much at each other's throats. And we're never, I mean, you guys know, we're never, like, at each other's throats, but we're, like, fucking, you could feel the tension. Like, when is this happening? So on Saturday, we said, let's get the fuck out of the house. So, oh, man, I'm going to throw myself under the bus. So we went and saw this movie called, I can't even look at it.
Oh, no.
Well, it's called Babies.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
I swear.
I hope for your sake it was a porno.
I swear to you, I'm not going to be fucking one of those guys. I swear.
So you went to
promise you. But we did go and see Babies, which is this movie. Now,
how do you go and see it? Is it...
Well, Look Who's Talking was sold out at the DVD store.
No, it's a movie about 4 babies born around the world, and it's like their first year of life, and there's not much talking.
Okay, hold it. Where is that?
What do you mean?
Where did you see it?
I have like one theater in Manhattan. Very hard to find this movie. It's not a big blockbuster.
It's not IMAX?
No.
What, is it 3D?
No, it's not 3D. You got a baby born in the middle of fucking Africa somewhere in like a little like fucking hut.
Oh, that's
like
a good
very
one.
like, you know, naked fucking native women. And then you got one born in Mongolia. Then you got some douches that gave birth in San Francisco, fucking hippie fucking couple. And then you got a baby born in, I think, Tokyo. And they just jump from baby to baby to baby. So we went and saw that.
And what? Oh, God. Were you watching intently?
I'm not going to sit here and say it was great. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that. It was a distraction.
Was it?
Yes. And it did the job, is what I'm saying. What?
Babies.
I'm thinking about babies.
I can't even.
Look, I could talk about how my wife went for a little walk yesterday with her mother, and because a baby was crying in a store, because I was watching our baby, her breast started leaking. We could do that story.
Wow.
That fucking female body is a trip. No, if it hears a baby crying, there's guys out there that know women.
Pavlov's tit.
Yes. the breast starts leaking, even though it's not your kid.
Wow.
And they had to get out of the store. And this is completely normal. I'm like,
Holy
really?
shit.
Dude, you know you have to get a sound effect with baby noises and just get it when you go out. You got to get an iPhone app that sounds like a baby crying.
Leave it to Jimmy to think of that one.
You take her somewhere nice.
Slap the shit out of me. So we went and saw the movie Babies a week from this past Saturday, and then we walked, got some pizza. Do you really want me to throw myself under the bus?
Yeah,
You're already under there.
Yeah. It gets
You're
worse.
staring at Drive Shaft right now.
It gets worse, and I don't know.
Worse than going to see Babies.
I'm hoping that Jimmy could back me up on this next one a little bit, but I'm not really sure. So then she goes, hey, I'm going to go get my nails done. She goes, why don't you go with me? Have you ever had your nails done, Jimmy? Please say once.
I have done it once.
Because this is the second time.
Right around the corner from our place.
Cleo?
Yes.
All right. So we go to Cleo, And we get our nails.
Cleo.
We get our nails and toes done.
Yep, exactly. I got a pedicure and a manicure. I did it one time.
All right.
Don't mock it until you've had it.
Yeah.
How about
Absolutely.
that's what gays say about ass sex?
You can't get into the ramrod without a manicure and a pedicure.
I'm not going to be one of those regular nail guys. Absolutely not. But it was. She goes. I'm like, all right. What the hell? So we got our toes.
What it's called?
A mani and a petty. Thank you, Danny. Danny, have you had this done? Be honest.
A mani and a...
Be honest.
A mani and a what?
No, I never went.
You know it's called a mani and a petty.
Well, yeah, because I have girlfriends. But no, I never went to a place to have it done. But when I was bartending, I used to do my nails.
That almost makes sense, though, because your hands are being presented
well, that's
with
why I
their
used to do it,
beverages.
because it looks disgusting when you're handing somebody their beer with nasty fucking
I can
grease
almost
fingers.
Wait, what do you mean by you used to do your nails?
I would
with a file?
Yeah, I would file and do clear polish. Yeah,
Clear polish?
I didn't polish.
No?
I did it. You're
No
straight as
polish.
your nail.
You gotta have nice.
No
fingernails.
polish.
With a nice coral, a lovely coral.
It's like, where am I?
Just shaking his head.
It's like, where am I? You had coral?
No, shit, it's pink. No,
you scared me.
I got clear. I got clear.
Clear stuff?
Yeah, I did.
But the fucking foot massage and the goddamn shoulder massage and the fucking hand all the way up to elbow massage was fucking sick. I'm not trying to make
Asian?
it cool. Yeah, Asian place.
They give the best massages, man. They really do. Asian women, even they have the chair massages there, where you could just sit there in the chair and they'll work your back for 10 minutes. That I'll let a guy do. Like I'll let a
Reach
guy
around?
No, unfortunately.
Hanky cranky, no?
No. So, what the hell is that?
It's a guy getting his little petty.
I didn't have shit in between the toes.
They
to
didn't put a little
separate 'em.
cotton
Oh,
between
I got
there.
the stuff in between my toes.
No.
I may even have a photo. No, not cum.
Sorry. This is very gay.
The woman that was doing my nails was beyond fucking bummed.
Really?
They're used to women going in there once a week, so they don't have to do shit.
Yeah, true.
Cuticles all the way up to the top of my nail. I mean, they haven't been pushed out ever.
Pushing him back?
I guess you're supposed to push him
Were
back
they
or something.
pushing him back?
Oh, God, she was working hard. She fucking hated it. So then we fucking got out of there, and we walked home, and then I'm watching hockey. We had a little din-din. She cut up strawberries. I'm laying on the couch. I'm like, man, this is about 10 o'clock at night.
And you got your period?
I might as well have. I might as well have.
Opie called out, I feel fat.
And I guess you're supposed to plan for when the water breaks, just like, TV. You're supposed to have bags packed and all that. And I'm watching hockey, and I'm like, I'm fucking tired. I was ready to go to bed. I was that tired feeling where I'm like, I can't stay up any longer, right? All of a sudden, she goes, oh, my God, my water broke. And the first thought, being a little selfish, I'm like, this means I'm going to be up for a while.
I'm really tired.
I'm like, you couldn't fucking... I was thinking to myself, you couldn't do this, like, first thing in the morning, nice and fresh. We're all, awake.
So what was your plan when the water broke? You had bags packed already, right?
The plan is to go into a complete fucking turmoil. Like, you think you could control yourself. You don't know what to do.
Did you go right to the hospital?
I went from, I think we're going to have the baby in my apartment, to what do we need to pack for the hospital?
You didn't have your bag packed already, or no, you did?
We did, but we forgot everything. And then and you learn you don't need shit in the delivery room. It's all bullshit.
Just take all kinds of stuff that just never even came out of the bag.
No, when we went to baby class, they told you got to bring a focal point to the delivery room. Focal point. Like a bottle of champagne.
Gotcha.
When you finally have the baby, you could like enjoy the champagne.
A light at the end of the tunnel.
Or a nice picture of you two, or a picture of an old relative, or some focal point. Fuck the focal point.
Oh,
Go ahead.
they're saying Opie had Sam bring the bags to the hospital.
Because E-Rock was not interested in doing so.
Yeah, T-Rock declined.
So then I get her to the hospital, and I mean, the movies and TV, they suck, because don't they make it seem like you're going to have a baby instantly as soon as that water breaks? Or usually they have to say, it's time.
Yeah.
What it's time means is that, the woman just completely destroyed something in the apartment with all the water and whatever else.
Is there a lot?
Well, in her case, it was she sort of broke her water.
Sorta.
Well, they had to get the amniotic hook when I was in the hospital. And you want that story now?
What's the
or later?
amniotic hook?
Why do they have to?
Well, they use the Apollo to pull performers
Yes,
off.
it's when Ambiotic is on stage and the Sandman comes out.
Well, you get
All right, I'll reiterate what Jimmy said.
you get a doctor, and it's an amniotic hook, and they go inside your woman, and they pop something in there, and now the water really breaks. Now we can get things going. Oh, yeah. So get to the hospital, and they put her in like triage to make sure she's definitely going to be having the baby in the near future because they don't want to be taking up any fucking room in their
Bed
hospital.
space.
Yeah, they send a lot of people home.
Sort of premium.
So it's now 11, 12 o'clock at night, and they're like, yep, she's going to have this baby within the next 24 hours. And I look at her, I go, that means we're going to be up for another 18 hours. She goes, I bet you it's going to be hard on you.
Oh, she gave you a little dose of reality there, huh?
Yeah.
Slapped you back to earth.
That's all I'm thinking. I suck when I don't
I'm sleepy.
I suck when I don't have sleep. I go, oh my God, this is another 18 hours of not sleeping. That was my first thought. And then they put you
18 years of not sleeping.
Yeah.
probably. So what's wrong with your girl?
I don't know, but I think it started before I showed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those long-range problems.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you mean showed up before you guys started?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, it was just fighting. It was just.
Yeah.
Was it over anything? Good one, Danny. Was it over anything important? Anything relevant at the time?
No.
It just came out of left field.
Misunderstandings, things like I thought you said. There's nothing worse than when you're trying to communicate with a person and you feel like you're talking to them through glass. And you're not hearing each. It's like, but that's not what I said. No, but I told you that. And you're like, what's happening? Don't we have the commonality of language? So, all right. So she tells you it's going to be much harder on you, obviously.
Yeah, well, you know, she's got a sense of humor, so she's beating me up a little bit, and she has a nice little line there. And then they move you into the delivery room, which is a really nice hospital room. Really nice. It was overlooking the river on the east side there, the East River. It was gorgeous. And then her parents came up in the morning. Fast forwarding, I guess, but somewhere in the middle of the night, they had to get the placenta hook, and they realized that not all the water was broken.
Oh.
And that's when I was dozing off, and I woke up to see some doctor with a hook going inside her.
Oh, that's
top
great.
of water. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Oh, God, Danny.
Let me see.
What's that?
He's showing placenta and...
I mean, the amniotic hook.
Oh, my God.
See, I didn't get to see that.
It's like a Boca burger. Oh, that is disgusting.
It looks like a fucking, what are those, stingray. Like a big, what's the tail coming off?
That's the umbilical cord,
Yeah.
the other end of it.
It looks like a possum that was run over.
It looks like a prolapse.
Yeah, it looks like
if you're looking at a like head on, like dead on.
Whoa.
You could make a beret out of that.
You look silly.
You sure would.
You can a little Davy Crockett hat, sort of.
You can almost make a toupee out of it. A wet toupee.
Oh, boy.
So anyway,
Put that thing away, Danny.
let me try to fast forward.
Yeah, look.
So now the contractions, they slowly start building, and the pain gets more and more. And she was a trooper. Around 3 a.m, she's like, I can't take anymore. And when the women tap out to get the epidural, they're like, I'm done. I can't fucking do this anymore. So we call on the people to do the epidural, and they're getting ready to do it. They literally have the needle out and stuff, and they got a call for an emergency C-section. We're like, we got to go.
What?
So when she tapped out and said, I can't do this anymore, they came back like 2 hours later.
Oh, she should have tapped out sooner.
Yeah. Well, a lot of women want to try to, go as far as they can without any like medication.
That's called natural when you just do it.
Yeah, I mean
it's crazy.
That's what they want to try to do. So then they came back and finally gave her the shot, which numbed everything. So we both got to sleep for a little while, and I woke up next to her to see the doctor with the amniotic hook going. Okay, we got to speed things along. I don't think she totally broke her water, and they got in there and popped it, and then.
The gusher?
All over the place.
Holy mackerel.
All over the place. And then her
It's
parents.
just a messy thing, this whole thing.
Birth is a fucking mess.
That was like 4 a.m, so we're already 6 hours in since the water broke. And then her parents got there around 7, 8 in the morning. And now it's a hospital room. She's got the epidural, so the pain's not that bad. So we're hanging out, we're eating cookies, we're drinking coffee, we're socializing, the sun's coming up, we're watching TV. And she's like, she's dealing with it, no problem. Fast forward a few more hours, and this beautiful room turns into a room of horrors. they wheel in a big metal table with all sorts of tools of destruction just in case they need it.
Like the end of Braveheart.
Right.
They leave the window open so you can look out the window?
Yeah. There's how it was set up. I don't think anyone could really see in. And then doctor puts on some kind of welding thing, a plastic welding mask.
Yeah, he don't want any stuff coming up in his eyes or something.
A woman, and then
she
all sorts of rain gear. And next thing you know, they're like, all right, everyone out. This is going down. She's got to start pushing. And she looks at her mom. And her mom's like, you want me to leave or whatever. And Lindsay goes, all of a sudden she teared up like, no, she was in panic. Like, no. So this is wonderful. I was holding a leg and sort of a shoulder, and so was her mom.
Oh, no.
So I was in the delivery room. There was me, my girl, her mother, and a doctor and a nurse.
You had to hold a leg and an arm?
Well, I was like, she gave me strict, rules. She didn't want me down there because she wants us to have like a normal sex life.
Does that mess the guy up if he sees it happening?
Well, she was paranoid. She didn't want me to see it, which is cool. So I stayed near the head, but near the end, I saw everything because how could you not?
Yeah.
But, her own mom was kind of giving... She started looking at this.
Mom started peering?
Oh, yeah, like it was a science project. Like she was completely amazed at what was going on.
You don't want to.
And I'll tell you this. Our penises are fucking a joke. They're a joke.
All right.
When you think you're hurting a woman with your penis, stop. Just get that out of your mind.
I hurt women emotionally when I fuck them.
Without getting too graphic, what you learn when you watch a baby being delivered, that the vagina turns into a completely different organ.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I've seen childbirth, sure.
When I've seen videos of births, I just thought the woman looked that way down there.
Yeah.
No, the thing turns into some complete...
It's like when a snake dislodges its jaw.
Right.
Get that big egg in there.
It becomes a turtleneck sweater.
It becomes... engorged and I can't explain it. I'm like, the vagina does that? No one taught me this. See, I always assume that when a woman gives birth, whatever they have down there, it doesn't change and the baby comes out. Oh no, that whole thing changes.
What is it, like turn inside out almost?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I was looking at.
Wow.
But I know this, that our penises are a joke. They're a joke.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
They're a joke compared to what a freaking woman could do with her vagina.
Wow.
Can we see a baby coming out, Danny? It is a weird thing
Oh, my
to
God.
see.
Danny found a video.
Yeah.
Is an actual live birth. Due to its graphic nature, viewer discretion is advised. Oh,
we're just going to let him dilate you, okay?
Yeah.
Let him do the work.
Oh, fuck.
A lot of people do that.
That's it.
Yeah, some people have these tough water births.
But is the water cold or warm?
Probably the temperature of the baby.
She's laying in a tub.
No.
It looks like the feeling you'd have if you were taking a shit that won't, what your body's saying. But that's that feeling, like you're in pain.
Here's what to do.
They're in a hospital, right? Yeah.
You worked hard. You worked very hard. You've been very patient.
This lady here has a nice badge, by the way. By the plum.
God damn, Jimmy. It's like a baby head coming out of it.
Is it? Oh,
Then you would enjoy childbirth because that's what I'm trying to get at. They all get a little plump, Jimmy.
yeah. Why does she have a bathing suit top on? You can jerk off to this.
Yeah, she's showing a snap, but she's a little modest about her titties.
Yeah, why don't you just cover your eyes, too, into a fucking burqa? Silly goose. You know, that's the one thing they don't cover.
Oh, this is going to take a while, huh?
Yeah, let's fast
Let
forward.
me get to the good parts.
Yeah, because
it's making me grab my crotch.
If you want to get to the good part, you got to rewind 9 months.
Oh, God.
Wow, the kid just kind of, the head come out.
yeah, mine.
Yeah, you fucking like that.
Some women have orgasms.
Wow, wait. That was pretty quick once it starts coming out. And then she just hands it right to the mother.
Yeah, I sort of saw that same thing except for the water.
Oh, they're dabbing the fucking vagina now.
Well, they could clean up nicely if it's already.
That kid's gray. And she gave birth to a gray thing. It's a gray baby.
An alien.
Yes.
They come out gray and purple, Jimmy.
Yeah, they got to breathe, I guess, huh?
And then they quickly change, thank God. But when my son was born, the head pops out and the whole thing turns toward you. I'm like,
alien.
Like an alien thing. And then the rest of it pops out. There's a placenta attached.
Baby's gray. I thought they were all bloody and red.
No, they're gray, they're blue, they're purple, they're every color but the one you want.
Did the doctor smack it to make it like that?
I don't remember, because then...
Doctor smacked Opie. I listened to your show.
A couple of pigs.
Me and the wife and the mother-in-law were all crying. I'm like, wow, this is a really strange scene. I think me and the mother-in-law really bonded.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can't, be in a birthing room together and not bond. Holy shit.
Who was her dad and brothers and stuff?
Down the hall.
The waiting room with the cigars.
Yeah.
Pacing with fedoras on.
And then, there's blood everywhere. She didn't puke or shit, thank God, because they teach you that your girl could be puking and shitting while she's giving birth. She didn't have any of that. And then they're like, Daddy, you want to cut the cord? I go, no, I don't want to cut the cord. That's overrated. No, you do it. I'm paying you.
That's your job.
Right.
You want to come in and do a break?
Right. Thank you, Aunt.
Yeah, fucker.
So someone said I said births. No, one kid was born. One kid. And I go, no. I said no. And they hand me the scissors. I go, no, I don't want to. And they basically insisted. So then you take these scissors, and you got to think they're razor sharp. They have to be, right?
Oh,
Even with that, it was like
safety scissors.
It's like cutting through a ligament, man. It was disgusting.
How
I couldn't get it at first. You know when you have to kind of line up the scissors to get a good cut?
Yeah.
That's sort of what I was doing.
what do they do if?
And then I'm like, how is this fun?
What do you do if?
I thought it was a quick maybe snip. No, that is like 3 or 4 times I get through it.
What if you don't have scissors? What do you do? Like if you have a natural birth and say wherever you are and you don't have scissors.
You probably use your teeth.
Yeah, I think of the oldie days, like the engines.
Yeah.
Do that.
Opening a package like a kid's toy with your teeth.
Opening space food. Yeah.
It's like the plastic of a kid toy. You know, where it's hard to get through.
Wow, really?
Dude, I didn't realize that. I thought it was a lot softer.
How close do you cut to the kid's stomach?
They put their two fingers on this side, you know what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
So they give you a space to cut in between.
They give you a lot of room.
And then they run the kid off 10 feet away to a heating lamp, and then...
a heating lamp.
How long does he land with the heating lamp?
A few minutes. They give him fingerprints and freaking put something in their eyes, give him a couple shots.
Oh, immediately?
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Pretty amazing, man.
Jesus Christ.
But as soon as he came out, I'm like, who are you? Who are you? You're this strange thing. Because you don't know him yet.
It's yours.
But then it turns
it's your strange thing.
Then it turns immediately. And then you're like just completely, can't look at Ann as I say this, but completely in love. You're just like, holy crap, this is just amazing.
Oh my God.
Wow.
This
is scaring you, right?
It's like, oh no.
It really is.
You're just describing how he felt when his keg was wheeled in.
No, it's the same fucking emotion.
The first keg in my bar. Who are you? I'm the beer delivery guy. Oh, okay.
Then, it's amazing. And then they finally, then the room that I was just describing, where we're having cookies and coffee, and it was just all nice, like a really nice hospital room with some nice visitors. Just is a mess. You're like, holy, this is the same room Then they wheeled
It
us
looks
out.
like Freddy Krueger was in there.
Yeah. They wheeled us out, and thanks to Kenny, he pulled some strings. We got a nice private suite at the hospital. It was sweet, really nice.
How he does those things.
I don't know how he does these things because I try to do it on my own. I really try to do things on my own, and I realize I don't get that far. And then I call Kenny to do the exact same task, and he has completely different results. Completely.
He threatens to just keep talking to them.
All right, we'll get the suite.
Do you promise
Thank
never to
you.
call again, sir? Yes.
It went from Mr. Hughes, we'll see what we could do. It's first come, first served basis, but we'll see what we could do. To we're sitting in this room waiting to see where we're going to go. And, like, basically the head of the hospital and 2 other people are in, like, whatever you need, we're going to put you in this, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how he does it. How does he do it? Does anyone know?
I have no idea his magic.
Yeah, and then, I don't know. I mean, I could talk about this all day, but we got to talk about other stuff. But now she's got to breastfeed, right? So we're fast forwarding a little bit.
So wait, the first night, you get the kids in a blanket, it's all off the heating lamp, and you guys are just holding it, right?
Yeah, and then it goes to the nursery for a little bit so they could kind of, like, nurse it. Because, I mean, your wife's beat up. She's beat up. She didn't tear, by the way. And
that's good.
Because of the 9 pound 4 ounce, it was because it was long. If it was a 9 pound 4 ounce with a big head, we probably would have some major problems, right?
Oh, Jesus.
But it was a long baby.
How long is it?
22.
What's normal?
I don't know. 22 is pretty freaking long, though. It's already out of newborn clothes. Everything that everyone got is thank you, by the way. Can't wear any of it.
Wow,
Can't wear
really?
any of it. I mean, some of it, but by next week, no. Definitely not. But then they wheel us off to our room. It's in the nursery. Then they bring the baby in. And it's like, oh, time to breastfeed. Even though the milk hasn't come in yet. Well, we could talk about that, too, Ed.
Oh.
I don't know this woman that's living in my apartment right now.
Just
Her boobs
motherly
are
duties.
freaking huge. She had nice ones. They're huge. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Leaking all over the place.
Oh, God, no.
Oh,
no.
Is this just freaking you
Yes, it's just, I can't.
But I'll end with this for now, and then, I don't know, maybe some other stuff will pop up. But she's got to breastfeed, so they need someone to show her how to do it. So there's there you go. That's yeah.
Jesus Christ, Danny.
Yeah.
He pulled up a lactating breast on the computer, and she's squeezing him, and it's just...
Well, if you take your finger and you push above the nipple toward the nipple ant, you could get some flow going. You could actually... All right.
Oh, God.
You're right.
You don't want a girl to lactate in your mouth? That's a fetish for a lot of guys.
Yeah, well, not for this guy.
Nah, I'm okay. I don't... So they have lactating consultants, I think they're called.
Consultants?
Something like that. Wow.
How do you convince people that that's your job, to go and squeeze tits? That's a great gig.
Well, I watched a lot of women grab my girl's breasts in the last week. I'm like, how about you ask next time? They grab... You all right? Yeah.
That's so disgusting.
Sugar water, like.
Oh, I don't care what it is.
Are you all right? She's just lactating. She's got a nice set.
Would you lick that mirror clean, Ed?
Shut it. No.
It's a piece of glass. There's an Asian woman lactating onto it, and she's showing how it drips. And it's like 30 little strands of lactated milk from both sides just leaking down. Would you lay into that like a rain gutter and drink it?
Oh, why? No.
It's life-giving milk.
Jimmy just looks at me like, why?
I wouldn't either. I'm not into lactation.
No, I don't.
Of course, God forbid the Asian girls could do it nicely. Now there's a fucking, there's a mat laid on the floor, of course, and there's going to be shit and piss. Can't you just be nice people?
No, they can't.
Of course, the pubic hair is zoned out, but here comes the shit. Can't you just behave?
So
fuck.
they're called lactating consultants, and this woman, she comes in, an older woman. She had to be easily 60, maybe pushing 65. Gray hair, cut in kind of a lesbian way. I should be nice because everyone was really nice, but it was weird. All of a sudden, I was going to tweet this. She is demonstrating how to breastfeed and how to get the position right by using a pillow, making believe that's the kid, and then squeezing her own fucking boob
Did she whip it out?
No, she didn't whip it out.
Holy shit.
But she's squeezing it through her clothes, going,
Yeah.
and if you do it this way, I'm like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden she goes, all right, you try. And now, she's got to take out her boob. And then the woman is helping with the baby and then kind of moving the breast. And I'm like, why are you touching my girl's boob? You don't have to touch it.
I guess that's her job as the consultant.
Yes,
Gets
there's
a
the lady with the
placement right.
lesbian haircut.
Yeah.
She loves her job.
I'm thinking she might love her job.
Yeah.
Right? She gets to see, younger women topless all day.
Of course.
With engorged breasts. That's got to be a dream for a lesbian.
Engorged.
They aren't gorged.
They're engorged. Whew. And then maybe later we could talk about the tar and where you could actually probably tar your roof with what comes out of the baby the first couple days. Black, sticky tar where you're scrubbing the hiney to try to get this blackness off your baby. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right, man. Jesus. All right. But then, thank God, after 2 days, that turns into a mustardy yellow.
Oh, really?
Then
How bad does it smell? Baby shit's horrible, isn't it?
I haven't smelled anything bad yet.
People say it doesn't smell at the beginning.
Oh, really?
I don't know. That's what, but like my brother said, it doesn't smell at the very beginning. But then after a little while, it's the most heinous thing ever.
I hear it's horrid.
Oh, God, Danny. Danny can find anything. Baby and
I've seen that many times.
laying down with shit blew out its leg hole.
Little fat feet.
Oh, my God. It's like a soldier on Omaha Beach.
Yeah, that's the mustardy yellow. I've seen that. But that doesn't smell, believe it or not. And the black tar sticky stuff, ridiculously sticky.
I'm reading yay pudding.
Oh, yeah.
Someone rolled that baby into a sloppy Joe.
Yeah, that's, but it doesn't
Filled
smell
up his
yet.
diaper with manwich.
A meal is a meal.
Yikes.
I guess it starts smelling when it turns green. I went through the black. Now we're in the mustard yellow type thing.
Damn.
And then when it gets green, I guess it starts smelling.
Which is how long?
I don't know. I don't know. You just make this shit up as you go along. I don't know.
Robin Williams had a very funny bit on childbirth on the kid shitting or feeding it algae or something.
Yeah.
About the shit turning green, yeah.
Feeding it algae.
So I think that's it for now.
Is the kid talking yet? People who don't know anything about babies. Can he walk?
Yeah. What's it do?
What it does is sleep,
Yeah.
eat, poop.
Do you
sleep, eat, poop. Sleep, eat, poop.
Are you guys
That's it.
switching back and forth to who?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out some kind of schedule that'll work for everybody. So, like, I don't mind. Like Bob, our agent aunt, he called a couple times and he's like, "Oh, you got to get a baby nurse." He goes, "I haven't changed a diaper since the first kid."
Really?
He hasn't done anything. He just gets
say that
baby
again.
I thought he wanted 10% of your child.
Right. Gets a freaking baby nurse. He said I changed a couple diapers with my first kid. By the third, I haven't touched them basically.
Really?
So he wants me to do that. I'm like, I don't mind this. I like to be the cool guy and go, yeah, I ain't fucking doing this. I don't mind it so far.
Yeah. Maybe it'll get old.
Maybe. Green poopy is more relevant now. Yeah, right on, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. See? People thinking back at the old green poopy days, not knowing or thinking that you'd ever be changing the green poopy diaper.
I wrote notes. I left them at home. I think I covered most of it. There was some other crazy shit that happened I'll remember. Whew.
You kiss the baby's cheeks a lot?
Yeah. I'm a sap.
Kiss the baby's cheeks a lot. Yeah. Uncle Paul.
And breaking fucking news, I'm talking to my mom for the first time in a year and a half.
Oh, shit.
Well, we have the baby on Mother's Day. I'm like, oh, great. And I know it's my dad's doing from beyond the grave, even though I don't know what I believe in.
Beyond.
Because he always wanted us to make sure my mom was okay, to keep the me thing going. And this is his way of going, hey, look, stupid. I'm gonna make your baby born on Mother's Day and then make you think about a few things.
So how was that call?
Well, in true fashion, I decided to cop out. I'm like, I know I have to at least call her and tell her that, she's grandma for the, I think, 12th time at this point. So I waited till 4:30 in the morning. You know, because my logic is, all right, I'll leave a message on her answer machine there, right? And then when she gets the message, she's not going to really know when.
Yeah.
And then I could fill in the blank like, you must have just went to bed. I must have just missed you. So 4:30 in the morning, I call her, rings twice, rings 3 times. I'm like, okay, machine's going to pick up. This is going to work perfect. All of a sudden I hear hello. I'm like, oh, fuck. But then we had a nice conversation.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, so I hung up.
I should have. No, then we had a nice conversation, so we've been talking a little since.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at these little changes going on.
It's been a crazy weekend.
It was weird when Opie walked in this morning. He said, look, guys, from now on, no profanity on the show. So I don't think things are going to change.
You know how many times I said fucking in the first hour?
I wanted to open with that.
I think that's a lack of sleep.
I wanted to open with and say that we're not allowed to curse anymore, but the third word out of your mouth was fuck.
I know.
That's good. Clear my throat.
It's called an amniotic hook. Did I say amniotic hook?
You said amniotic hook, I thought.
Oh, amniotic hook. So, my girl's up for a feeding right now. All right. She did okay with this break. Good.
A feeding?
I didn't get too graphic, I don't think. Huh?
When is feeding time?
Oh, every 2 hours, Aunt. Every 2 hours.
Sounds like you with Kenny. Cereal, GA?
Oatmeal, yogurt.
2 hours. Right. I have to put him down for his nap.
Kenny came by the hospital.
Oh, yeah?
And he's a fucking mush when it comes to babies, I found out. A guy that he can't get an emotion out of, put a fucking newborn in front of his face.
Did they want to remove his pituitary gland? Big oaf. They thought he was a patient. Get him in here immediately.
Yes. They were looking for the fucking nodules on the side of his neck.
He was a mush, though.
Was he?
Oh, yeah. Kenny likes the newborns. He's beautiful.
Oh, God.
Instead of that just horrible monotone delivery of his. He was out of his mind.
Now, when the kid grows up, he's going to be like, I just have this one image from the hospital
of some.
Was this horrific looking guy looking at me?
This thin-headed monster. Don't let the thin-headed monster get me, mother.
Mother.
Yes. Don't let the dumbbell-sounding thin-headed monster get me.
Shit. Yes.
Yeah, he's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Someone's asking if I saw the placenta. I when the baby was born, then they ran him over to the heat lamp, and then she's got to deliver the placenta. Boy, is that a letdown. What do you do with a placenta? You can't take it home or nothing.
No.
Yeah. And I saw it in a tray, and I wanted to check it out, but I was too busy with everything else going on. But it looks like a big, fucking. Well, you saw the picture.
Yeah, it looked like a big
looks more like
hamburger.
a piece of liver or something. I don't know.
God.
Placenta sliders, nice.
Oh,
You'll go through this again. You'll do this again.
Oh yeah, I'd like to. This wasn't.
Wow.
This wasn't a one and done. We'll see what happens.
Oh,
we got our hands full now. So
you're probably gonna do those Irish twins things.
No, I don't know.
It's just wham bam.
That's me and my brother.
The old East Side Dave deal.
What is East Side Dave's kids? What's the separation there?
I have no idea.
Me and my brother are just over
close.
a year apart. Just over a year.
Yeah.
Barely a year apart.
Yeah, me and my brother are, 18 months, something like that?
What's Irish twins, a year or something?
They're like 12, 13 months apart.
Yeah.
Like right away,
there.
basically. Yeah. Whew. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. Can I go home now?
Yeah, I think it's feeding or sleeping time.
I'm exhausted. Could Kenny burp me?
Phew. That just sounds exhausting.
Any other questions? So then we didn't sleep until... So I was up from Saturday morning. I get up early on weekends because of this dumb schedule of ours. So Saturday morning I was up at 6, and then finally went to bed Sunday night around midnight, 1 in the morning, something like that. Almost up 48 hours. So
Kid holding your fingers and stuff. You guys put your finger there so he grabs with his little hand.
You're coming over today. He'll hold your.
I'm just worried about being. I'm not feeling great,
stew.
and that's why I was like, I don't want to. I felt like
Jimmy was going to come over this weekend,
but I don't know if I was just tired, if it was like I was actually legitimate and not feeling great. It's like I don't want to get a 1-week-old. I would feel like such a piece of shit if I got a 1-week-old sick.
That is true.
All right, we'll wait a day or two.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
I'm
I'm
going
in
to
town
hold your
for 2
little
weeks.
fingers. It will.
I know, it is very cute.
Just don't use the Uncle Paul voice in my house.
Oh, God.
Creep me out. Oh, my God, that'll creep me out.
I got a gift. Some tuna. Kids love sardines.
Sardines.
The babies like me. They just do. I put my finger out, they grab you.
Yeah, they're good, right?
Yeah, kids dig me.
So, any other questions? I think I covered most of it.
Yeah, that was that ran the gamut.
And honestly, I was trying to get in here last week, but I didn't know. I didn't know where I was.
Dopey radio show.
I didn't know where I was though.
Dude, I've taken a week off to film Lucky Louie.
I didn't know where I was though with the sleep thing. It's a different type of tired though. I don't mind this tired.
Yeah.
Radio tired and this tired is two different things. All right, we're babbling. Want to take a break in?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take a little break.
Get into why Jimmy and his girl is fighting.
I honestly
are fighting.
There really is no honest reason. It's just nonsense. It's like one of those where you're just.
What did it start with? It always starts with something so silly.
It was a couple days ago. I was kind of cranky. So then, like, she's moving too rough in the bed, which woke me up. I'm annoyed.
And that annoyed you?
Yeah, because it almost seemed like it was too much. But then the next morning, because I woke up again.
Do you even understand that you have an extremely attractive girlfriend, and if she's moving around in the bed, she's in the bed with you?
You don't think of that when you're not. I don't care. I don't care what they look like when they're waking me. I wouldn't care if it was fucking Katharine Hepburn in 1943, fucking moonwalking over my dick with her face. Beat it, shaky. I'm tired.
They all look the same when they're waking you up in the middle of the
It
night.
fucking drives me nuts. And so then, whatever. I'll get into it after. It's just
Wow.
It's one of those perpetual, just annoying each other things.
And we got to talk about Ronnie James Dio after the break.
Yeah,
What a fucking bummer, man.
And then this other
What a bummer.
This other thing where I don't know if we could find the audio or something. That caller that we called a complete retard
was right
for saying, why don't they just lower a tube down and collect the oil with the tube? This guy hit it right on the button,
we beat him
up as a retard with the dumbest idea ever. And it's exactly what BP's doing to clean up this oil spill.
Can we find it?
Yeah, we should find what he said and see what assholes we sound like.
Fucking idiots. We're
just
idiots.
dopes with microphones.
We could listen to any break to see what assholes we sound like.
Yeah, that's true. Just pull anything.
Did you like that DJ clip too?
Oh yeah, that's
I
fucking
got to
great.
thank Colin Kane.
That is a funny one.
Colin Kane's a pretty funny comic.
Yes.
He's on his way up, and I follow him on Twitter. I think it's Colin Kane with a K. And he sent me a video while I was out of it's called Worst DJ or something like that on YouTube. You've seen it, Danny?
Yeah, I did read a report, though. Well, not a report, but like an update that it wasn't actually the DJ. It was just some drunk guest.
Oh, really?
It was like kind of took over the mic. It was one of those situations.
It's like one of those drunk driving and buzzed driving commercials.
Or the guy's playing the drums.
Yeah, the guy's playing the drums, and the other guy leaves and bounces into the door, but he has his car keys.
People have been sending
Pussy.
it to me for a week. I'll retweet it on Opie Radio on Twitter, but show it to Jimmy. Look at this, Jimmy, really fast. Just a drunk idiot on stage as they're doing the conga line, or is it conga or Congo?
That's a woman? It's like Meatloaf in Fight Club.
That thing on the left is horrendous.
Yeah, it's a woman in a horrible sweater with sort of big boobies.
With a mullet.
Now, all of a sudden the guy... This is an edit, by the way. They added in the air tonight, you can tell. He walks over to the women with the fat boobs and just starts playing.
Why is he smacking her tits?
Did you see that, Jimmy?
Why is he doing that?
I don't know.
I'll throw this on the Twitter. It's too visual. But basically, he walks over to her and starts slapping her boobs because he's bored.
And she is, what a mug on her.
And she doesn't even move.
She's had enough of his drunkenness. It's probably his wife.
Oh, really?
I'm guessing, yeah, because she didn't slap him.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's, yeah.
She's had enough of his malarkey.
Best wedding guest ever. All right.
No one knows who this guy is, why he's bashing this woman's tits.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's like some drunken 4th of July party in Atlantic City, or July 2nd and 3rd at the Borgata. I'm so good.
Whoa. Wow, I didn't even see that one coming.
Of course you didn't.
Almost sounded like a plug.
No.
All right. Did you guys get the name out there of the baby?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because we were wondering for most of the week, what's the name? What's the name?
Well,
and then how'd you decide on that one?
I wanted Carlin bad.
Yeah.
For George Carlin. She wanted Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And I said with Jackson's a cool name, but I said with Michael Jackson dying, every baby in the next year or two is going to be named Jackson.
Yeah.
And sure enough, our first doctor's visit, the first name we heard was Jackson, stop doing that.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, see? So we went with Hudson because we live over the Hudson River. So it has sort of some meaning, kind of a New York name. And Frederick for my dad, middle name.
Frederick.
I always thought it was Frederick all these years, but then when you're naming the kid and it's kind of important as you write it down on a birth certificate, I learned that, no, my dad's name was actually Frederick.
Frederick.
You have to throw the E in the middle of Fred and Rick.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, you don't want to screw up the birth certificate.
No.
That sounds very ethnic.
And Sam's father,
Anthony.
who I barely know, goes, I refuse to call him Hudson. I'm going to call him Fred.
Really?
Because we know Sam's father is an old school guy.
Of course.
So he goes, I refuse to acknowledge that his name's Hudson. I'm going to call him Fred, Freddie, or Frederick.
That mustache.
With his handlebar mustache. He's old school.
Sam's dad seems very good at not acknowledging certain things, like the ethnicity of his son. I'm going to not acknowledge that my son has thick eyebrows and kinky black man hair. I'm going to tell people he's mine.
Are you saying that Sam's father has had to look the other way for the last 27 years?
Oh, boy. Fucking cuckolding is an art form over there.
Did you hear when, did you get any feedback when Jay Moore was saying that
his name was
Lamar?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Fucking Jay.
Lamar. People were just like, what the fuck, Lamar? Why do you call him Lamar?
I bought his book.
He didn't give you one?
Yeah.
That's what I tweeted. I'm like, how would you fucking give me a book? Just because we're friends. I mean, I can afford to buy his book, but how about you do the right thing? But I bought it on my Kindle, which is starting to look outdated.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of iPads.
Oh, shit.
And then I see my Kindle. I'm like, well, I could download a book and read it.
Well,
and that's about it.
If you were here when Bobby was here with his iPad, you definitely wouldn't get an iPad.
Why? What happened?
He just can't sell shit.
You can't figure it out?
Because we were having a little conversation with him about his iPad, going, all right, go ahead, sell it. What does it do that I can't do on my iPhone? Dude, it's got such a big screen. All right, but the reason I have the small screen is so I can put it in my pocket
and go.
I'm not carrying it around.
Right.
But, dude, and then he just goes into that vagueness.
His first major selling point was the fact that you could use it as an alarm clock.
Yeah.
Which I think my Timex Iron Man could do back in 1992.
Anything. And then the next day he was late showing up because his alarm didn't work on the iPad. So he screwed that up. And then he's just going through the vague things where he goes, you know, you're there, boom, you slide, and he just slides his finger around the screen and just goes, boom, bang, you do coffee, you drink, you do this. Now I could look at this, bang,
and
boom.
He's saying all the things that I already do on my iPhone. He's like, oh, dude, you wake up, you check your email, you check your Twitter. And I'm like, I do that.
Yeah, I do that with my...
I do that. So why do I need this for?
I got a Mac Pro and I got a BlackBerry. I'm good. I don't know why I need an iPad, too.
I will tell you who can sell the iPad.
When you're out of the house, everything you need, you could get on your phone, right?
Yeah.
What else would you need?
Jonathan...
But what
almost
else
sold me on the iPad.
Whoa!
How, though? What else would you possibly need? Yeah, every once in a while you want to see a video or something and you can't get it on your phone. You're like, that sucks. But in general, you got everything you need after you leave the house when you got an iPhone or a BlackBerry or...
He just showed me, dude, like, he just presented, like, because it's got that, like, case that goes over it that it can stand up and you can watch videos on it. And he was just showing me how you can stream from Netflix live streaming movies so you don't have to download them. He went through it, and my manager really I wanted to smack him in the fucking face.
You know what? In all fairness, I mean, you do a lot of traveling. it seems perfect for someone that travels.
For one night away, yeah.
But Ant doesn't travel. I don't travel. The average person doesn't travel, maybe a couple times a year.
Right.
But for someone like you, you're doing your trips to L.A. and you can watch movies, and then I kind of get it.
However, do you know the iPad you cannot purchase with cash or an Apple gift card? You have to use a credit card, those scumbags.
Now, why is that?
Their argument is they want to be able to track them all so people aren't giving them overseas. But I don't really care about that. Jonathan said he was online in front of them was some kid whose grandmother had like given him money and they wouldn't sell him an iPad. Some fucking teenager because he had U.S. currency. And the gift cards are like, I forget what bullshit excuse they use, but the bottom line is they just want more money.
Right.
If they've sold you a gift card, they've already gotten that money, so they want iPad money on top of your gift card money.
But that's just for Apple, because if you go to Best Buy and buy an iPad, you can spend whatever you want.
It's despicable. Apple is fucking.
I buy it with drachma.
Yeah, you go to the Apple store, and you have to buy it with a debit card.
That is disgusting.
That's why I don't go to the Apple store as much as the average person, because I don't like that feeling like they're trying to control everything. I love my Mac Pro. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go the iPhone route. And I don't like how they do certain things.
They're sold out everywhere, the iPads, anywhere I look.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta reserve them.
We're not hurting them. Hey, Louis C.K. is on the line, man.
Oh.
Louis, I was just watching some videos of yours last night, matter of fact.
You were?
Yeah, you got two promos for the new show that's going to be on FX, and the promos are hilarious. They're on your YouTube channel. Do you know about that?
Yeah, I put those up there.
Yeah, there's two. Well, I wasn't sure if someone else was running it or not. There's two 30-second spots on Louis C.K.'s YouTube channel. I think that were just uploaded a couple days ago for the new show. Hilarious.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
I like how you're filming the stand-up for your show. Like it's from the side and it's awkwardly too close.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know you did that on purpose, so that's why I'm saying it.
Yeah, no, the camera stands right on stage with me on a steady cam, and it's meant to be very first person instead of like from across the room.
Yeah, and I noticed that angle, and I noticed that the feel you were going for, and I was like, right on, Louis. I think the show's going to be a huge success. But
hey, Opie, though, I called to say congratulations about the baby. That's great news, man.
Well, I know Louis a proud father, and he can relate to a lot of the things I've been saying today. He loves his two daughters, and I appreciate that, Lou.
Listen, all I can say, can I give you some advice?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just let this transform you. Don't try to stay the same person, because it's gonna kill you if you try to stay the same person.
Yeah, I already see freaking changes, but I'm going with it. I'm going with it.
I think a mistake a lot of dads make is they let the mom tell them how to do everything, and they work from her list.
Right.
And they do as little as possible and avoid it as much as possible, thinking they can just stave it off.
Yeah.
But if you do the opposite and you dive in and you use your male skills to, like, find your own solutions to shit, and like have it be like a project, like a gadget that you just got, and just get really good at it.
Right.
Then you get into it, and you start taking pride in it, and it's actually fun.
Right.
And you can start telling her stuff like, you don't know, he needs to sleep. You don't know.
Oh.
Wow, this
Louis
is like
figured it out.
This is like real advice. I was waiting for the punchline, but that was actual real advice from Louis C.K.
I just think it's important because a lot of dads screw it up. And because it's coming, the responsibility for the kid is coming, because she's going to become just a disaster. She's going to get totally exhausted.
Right.
And she's going to hand you the baby, and you got to get used to the shit smell.
Right.
And you got to get used to how heavy the kid can feel. If you get used to it now, you'll get the shake. You'll get immune to caca smell in your face.
Right.
To pee in your mouth.
Oh, I got peed on already. I forgot to mention that one. And God, you get jealous of the stream they could get going. A newborn stream could hit the wall.
Ah, the good old days.
The good old days is right.
No, he's got a brand new pump.
Yeah, he does. And it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the kid's not, now a week old. 3-4 days in, it's peeing and hitting the wall already.
Wow.
Because you take off the diaper, and for some reason he thinks, oh, I can pee now.
So, hey, I'm on the set and I got to go. I just wanted to say that, and congratulations, and go fuck yourself.
Oh, Louis, you rule. Louis. I love the Louis C.K. Thanks, brother. There goes Louis. And yeah, check out his promos for his FX show on his YouTube channel. Good shit.
Louis is hysterical, man.
All right, let's break it.
Let's take a little break.
So what were we doing after the break? Ronnie James Dio. We got to find the phone call about the guy gave us
Earl.
what the BP people needed to do over a week ago, and we laughed at that guy.
And they exactly took his advice.
They did, right?
Yeah.
And other things. We'll figure it out. Freaking bummer, huh?
Are you
Opie and
leaving the
Anthony.
lyrics in? Good. Sucks.
Sing me a song. You're a
Yeah.
singer.
Fucking pipes.
Do me a wrong. You're a bringer of evil. The devil is never a maker. The less that you give, you're a taker. So it's on and on and on. It's heaven and hell. Oh well. The lover of life's not the sinner. The ending is just a beginner. The closer you get to the meaning, the sooner you know that you're dreaming. So it's on and on and on. Oh, it's on and on and on. It goes on and on and on. Heaven and hell.
Ronnie James Dio. Lost him yesterday. 67 years old. What a bummer.
You kidding?
And I was telling Jimmy before the show, I wasn't a big fan, but every time I heard a Dio song, I would never turn it off. I would actually turn it up. If other people were playing Dio, I was totally into it, but never went out of my way to buy Dio records or songs.
I even love what he did with Sabbath, man. He did. It was like because Ozzy left it. It's like what's gonna happen, and then he came in and did Mob Rules and Heaven and Hell.
Yeah.
And then back, I think it was 90. I want to say 95. He came back for Dehumanizer and one live album. I fucking love Dio, man. Dio was just his voice was amazing. Yeah.
Great fucking voice. I mean, come on. And the guy, right up to the end, had all the pipes. Some people lose their voice. You know, that guy could still fucking scream out a song. Guy was great.
We saw them. I went with Eddie Trunk. We saw him tape the live DVD Heaven and Hell did at Radio City, and it just he gave you chills how good this guy was. He was 66. How good this guy was live. It's fucking frightening.
And there were rumors all weekend long that he died, and then that was like the hoax, but I bet you he really did die, and they kind of wanted to keep it to themselves for a day or two.
Yeah.
And then it was official yesterday that Ronnie James Dio lost his battle with stomach cancer, 67 years old. He was just in here. Seems like about a year ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, but...
And one of the nicest, most appreciative guys we've ever had on the show.
Yeah.
So
Funny guy,
freaking nice, man. So cool.
Yeah, he's a big comedy fan. He was a genuinely nice guy, man. And I met him times here and then out of the studio, and he was never any different. Like, he was not just radio nice. He was just a nice person, man.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
Man on the silver mountain.
Every time I hear him, I think of that goddamn South Park episode where they had Dio come out and just sing Holy Dive every so often. He was just on stage doing a cartoon Dio. Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There he is on South Park. And he actually thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know, the guy had a sense of humor. He might now. Who knows where you go, right?
Who the fuck knows?
Darkness, nothing.
Oh.
Darkness.
It's funny.
I guess God needed a heavy metal guy.
I know.
To make devil horns so he could laugh. You're with God. Don't do the devil horns anymore.
I was actually surprised he died because it looked like he was doing better.
That's what everyone was saying.
It looked like he was doing better.
The little we know, we thought he was doing okay.
I'm so annoyed, too, because I was supposed to, when I went out in September to start with the Leno taping, I was out there for like 2 weeks, and Florentine had arranged a lunch with Dio.
Oh, really?
So I could have had lunch with Dio, but fucking, I think I had to do something during the day here, radio, and I flew out later. I just, there was no way to coordinate it.
Yeah.
My sad tale.
Yes, that is a sad tale.
You know what? I'm probably glad I didn't, because I would have just been. We had great, sweet interviews on the air. He was nice. He was always nice when I saw him out.
Are you trying to attach yourself to the tragedy?
No. The point I'm making is, if I had lunch with him, I probably would have a shitty memory.
Yeah.
Because I would have tripped on myself and said something stupid.
Well, the shitty memory would have been watching him only have a couple bites because,
Oh, God, right?
Probably wasn't enjoying food too much at that point in his life.
You're right, in September. Yeah. He just announced it, I think.
Fuck, it just sucks. Stupid time. Dumb time is trying to get all of us.
Oh, it's our enemy.
That time is our enemy. Enemy.
TikTok.
But Ronnie James Dio, we have his last appearance on our show.
Oh, yeah?
He called in for my birthday, but it was very quick. It was like one line.
You want to hear a little audio of Ronnie? We got to worried about. Well, see if anything here is worth playing. Worried about redoing what you did in the past. Dio's eligibility for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Are there any modern bands you like? Creepiest fan. Jim is amazed how his voice has held up. Which member's most high maintenance on the road? Then you got Stalker Patty. How'd you manage to survive all these years?
Oh,
that's the clip.
That might be the clip.
Let's go with that one.
If you only play one clip this year.
Fucking Patty.
Patty cursed him.
All right, we'll play this clip.
Thanks, Patty.
In honor of the
killed Dio, you dummy.
Passing of Ronnie James Dio from his last appearance on our show.
I just wanted to know, I'm very impressed with bands that managed to still be just as significant now as they were 35 years ago. The only other band like it would be the Stones. What makes you survive so long when groups like the Beatles, my favorite band, disappear after 5 years and then they turn out solo artists? What makes it... What is it that makes you survive?
Not liking
Why couldn't it claim her?
It wasn't a bad question for the first 45 minutes.
Oh, God. Why couldn't with that voice?
The clip is only a minute 17.
Shit.
She's already wasted 25 seconds.
Yeah.
35 years.
Ronnie, is your nightmare your voice ending up like that when you wake up one morning?
No,
and just going like, oh my God, I gotta quit.
And two of them didn't die. Two, like the Beatles. Can I say that I want to hang myself because she has so far asked probably the best question.
I'll answer it my way, which is that when you find people that you like to do something with so much, God, you'd be a fool to stop doing it, I think. And we just probably happen to be a collection of people who are, all feel exactly the same way about that. It's such a joy to make music that people like. You do it for yourself first, of course, and then if you see that reaction from people like yourself, I mean, it just, why would you ever want to stop? I mean, I never want to stop. I will, but I don't want to. So I can't speak for the rest of the guys, but I'm sure that that's part of how they feel.
Damn, man.
But it's funny when he said, when you look out and see people like yourselves, imagine if he saw 17,000 Patties.
Yeah.
Oh, how depressing that would be. Oh, no, this is the demo.
Some bands like the Beatles only last 5 years and then they go to the solo albums and shut up.
That was a hell of a 5-year period, though, Patty.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Kind of changed music.
Right.
Dummy.
You want to hear any of these others? Different generations love Sabbath. Bands still play because they can, not because they should. Ragging on each other for bad ideas. Tony puts a snake in Ronnie's car. Writing the lyrics. Another Dio album. Anything else comes to mind?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I can't recall.
Me.
I know, when you hear his voice and everything.
It depresses me.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just play Man on a Silver Mountain? Get it, for Ronnie.
Yeah.
You want to?
Ronnie.
And then we could eat a little.
Depresses
You
me.
want to do that?
Yeah, let's do another little... what?
I have to, before I forget, because Ronnie
would have...
Ronnie...
I was trying to help you out there. Yeah.
The fact that I'm at the Borgata July 2nd and 3rd is really unimportant, but Ronnie would have wanted you to go and have fun.
Well, he was a fan of comedy, Jimmy.
He was.
Tickets going well?
Actually, great, yeah.
Oh, good. You better get your tickets. They're going to sell out. It's going to be a great
Certainly
weekend.
are.
They will. I think they will sell. But yeah, he was a sweet guy, man. And
you know what? Our first break was an hour and a half. So why don't we play Man on the Silver Mountain? I like that one. Do you mind, Jimmy?
No.
Let's play that. It's live though.
All I have is live versions. I have 3 versions. They're all live.
What?
Trav Dog only has the live cuts.
Want to go Holy Diver? I know. Why not?
Dun, 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 dun,
I think
dun.
Holy Diver, it's long. It'll give you a little more time to
Holy Diver's a great one.
I want more than a 2-minute fucking.
Right, yeah.
Stand Up and Shout's a fucking great
Let's go
one.
Holy Diver.
I'll go with Holy Diver. Rainbow in the Dark.
It keeps more people tuned in.
I'll go
I'm
with Holy
thinking.
Diver.
Let's do Holy Diver for Ronnie
Country
James
Girl
Dio.
off Mob Rules.
We lost at the age of 67 yesterday to stomach cancer. We'll be back in a little bit.
Kicks ass.
Yes. What were we saying, Ed?
Yeah. I was saying there's so many metal bands that you listen to, especially throughout the 80s, the whole hair band phase, that were absolutely emulating Ronnie James Dio. That style of singing, that whole metal voice thing was Dio. That's fucking Dio's voice. And none of them could hold a candle to him. He was fucking amazing.
And great live, man. I was just saying in the break, I saw them 3 days after my sinus surgery. I went to Jones Beach and saw Motorhead, Heaven and Hell, and Priest. Fucking guy.
Did you try to sing along and a big, huge, bloody snot rocket went flying out into the people in front of you?
Heaven and Hell. My little nose was clogged.
Holy Diver.
But he was just so fucking good live, man.
And just once again, man, should be said, was just a nice guy.
Yeah.
A lot of them aren't nice.
And Jimmy brings up the fact that
a lot of people
the
that
news
come
isn't
through
even
that door aren't
touching on
nice.
it.
The news is not touching it. Drudge Report didn't have it. How out of touch are people to not understand this guy was a fucking... I mean, the shitty Rock and Roll Hall of Fame doesn't even have him in, but he was a fucking icon in rock music.
As far as music goes, in the music community, he was fucking huge.
Justin Bieber gets a zit, and it'll make the fucking news.
Really?
But Ronnie James Dio dead.
Fucking Bieber.
And nothing. Justin Bieber.
Maybe someone could explain why the world is fucking falling in love with Bieber.
Well, he's got a great
Uncle
look.
Paul.
Stupid Justin Bieber. Yuck.
All the little girls love him. And
Yeah,
a few
they
of
do.
the older men.
Ant nailed it, though. Kid gets a fucking pimple and they have to report
they'll be all
on it.
over it.
Yeah.
And you get a legend like Ronnie James Dio dies and goddamn death dedication.
You know, if we're doing a little music here, I'm kind of mad at myself. I didn't realize this, but our old pals Godsmack have a new album out.
Do they?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I spent the last 2 days watching webisodes, Godsmack webisodes, and checking out their new album called Oracle.
Any good?
I think it's fucking pretty good. Yeah.
Some of that shit's got to grow on you.
Say, you in touch with Sully still, Jimmy?
Yeah, Sully will text me every few months with a new phone number. He's out of his mind. Sully changes his fucking number a lot.
Who's he running from?
I don't know.
What is he doing? But,
He's shorter than Justin Bieber, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
Little Sully. He's adorable.
But I'm digging the new Godsmack. It's called
Yeah.
Oracle.
I haven't heard it.
And you should check it out. There's some samples all over the internet.
It debuted at #1.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Number one. What is
surprised.
it called these days? They don't really say #1 album, #1 CD, #1 song. What do they call it?
I think it's #1 album still. I
Number
think it's
one
the
album?
Billboard Top 200.
And I know they were on
Hot
Jimmy
Wax.
Kimmel and weren't they on Leno too?
Yeah.
Were they?
I think so. I saw them on Kimmel. I think it was like a week ago or whatever. But and the webisodes are pretty cool. They kind of did a little video as they were recording.
That's
their
always
latest album.
nice.
So right on for Sully and Godsmack still doing it. Just brings us back to our AAF days when Sully was just hanging out. Didn't really have Godsmack yet. He would bring in. Didn't he bring in
Shit porn. And
He brought in the shit porn, right?
Shit porn
I think
for
he
us.
officially introduced us to shit porn. I don't
Yeah.
think I saw it before then.
No, because the internet was pretty new.
Pretty new. So yeah.
As far as that shit anyway.
Sully's like, let me show you something, and he came
Yes.
in, and we were kind of friends back then.
Yeah.
Kind of friends,
Yeah.
and then he turns into this huge rock star.
Rocco broke the record for him, yeah. Dude, these are my pals, Godsmack. Rockhole.
Rockhole.
Yeah. Could forget.
And good old Ian.
Ian, from Real Rock TV.
I think he did a lot of stuff with Godsmack, too. So.
Yeah.
Well, good for Godsmack and Sully.
I'll have to give it a listen.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. See if there's any songs that you're like, all right, I'll listen to that maybe 2-3 more times, and then I'll love it. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes you're just like,
Well, they got Crying Like a Bitch. They have to have Crying Like a Bitch.
Crying Like a Bitch?
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah,
Crying Like a Bitch.
Give Ann a sample of Crying Like a Bitch from Godsmack's Oracle CD.
The Navy.
Oh, okay. This is the rejoiner that Derek made.
You asshole.
I'm like, when's it going to kick in? Hang on, let me see progress. Hang on.
Hold on, but see,
Trav dog.
But see, Travis is depressed because his habitants got their ass kicked last night.
Oh, is that why he's freaking out?
You got the Flyers.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on now.
Hey, turn this off.
Yeah.
You got the Flyers and the Canadians. We're down to 4 teams. We got the Blackhawks. What? The Sharks. What?
Yeah, Blackhawks and Sharks.
Canadians. What? And the Flyers.
What?
We're down to 4 teams, and the Flyers had one of the most unbelievable sports comebacks ever. I know you don't follow hockey yet, but they were getting down 3 games to zip to the Bruins and came all the way back and won the series. Completely insane.
Yeah.
And I think they're still riding off that high, and they kicked the Canadians' ass last night. 6-0, I think, was the final score, Travis.
Yeah,
I gave up at 4-0, I think.
I was too busy watching Rivera get fucking rocked.
I watched
with a
that in
grand
the
slam.
gym. Yeah, he gave up
Holy
5
shit.
runs.
5 runs.
That's rare
Grand
for him.
fucking slam. First one he gave up in 8 years.
Yeah, look, better to have him fucking, if you're going to have a bad outing, better to have it in May.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
But
Who gives the turkey?
They have been on a bit of a fucking slump, the Yankees. They came out of the gate kicking
really?
ass.
Really?
And they're losing,
Really?
they're dropping some games here. Yes.
Want to hear about a slump?
Yeah.
Mets in last place. They were in first, I think, a month ago.
Yeah, but they
2
went
weeks
from
ago.
They went from shit, and then within 2 games they were up in first. And
No, our Mets, me and Danny's Mets.
They started out like shit, and then they went on like I think at one point they had won like 8 of the last 10.
Yeah.
And then they went right back to the
right
shit
back
again.
to shit.
So.
Well, the Yankees are in kind of a fucking shit
I don't want
mode
anyone
right
to
now.
talk about slumps.
Oh, right. Okay, Baltimore.
We're 12-26. You guys got it. Good.
Fucking
Yeah,
rocking.
but you got your Canadians still in there.
I know. Once that's over, my entire
As a
sports
Canadians
season-
fan, how did you feel about that soccer chant thing they were doing in Philly last night?
It was.
That's your
Philly.
song.
It's
That's
Philly.
the Canadians thing.
Yeah, and it's Philly, so of course they're going to do something like that. I'm fine with
Do it for us, please, Travis.
Ole, 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 ole.
No.
I don't think it's done like that.
No, how's it done?
There must be more enthusiasm.
Ole, 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 ole.
Oh,
So-
we should Olay in a box with a satin pillow.
Not nice.
No.
Well, what's worse, that or the when they do that for Jose Reyes at Mets games?
Yeah.
Often joke.
Yes, Jose.
Yeah, Jose is
Jose.
a little worse.
Ah.
But see, now I'm not a Philly sports fan. I'm really not, even though I have a lot of roots down there now. But I do appreciate the Philly fan because now Philly meaning the city. I'm a little tired. So you got the Flyers, the Canadians playing the Flyers in Philly. And they're getting their ass kicked, so the Flyer fans decided to do the Canadians chant.
What pricks?
That had to drive them nuts. The whole place.
Wow.
The whole fucking place was
They've
shoving
done it
that
before.
Olay in their face.
When we went like 2 years ago to the playoff game and they were beating us, they did that.
Same thing.
Yeah.
They really do know
it's
how to
expected.
get under people's skin.
Now-
They really do.
Now, as a Canadians fan, you're not worried though, right? Because they had some bad losses in the playoffs and still
Yeah,
won the
we've been
series.
blown out. Washington blew us out one game, and Pittsburgh blew us out one game. So I'm hoping that this is it. They got it out of their system.
Dude, I haven't been here in a while. Your fucking Canadians took out the Penguins since I've been gone. That was fucked
They
up,
took out
too.
the regular season champs and then the defending Stanley Cup champs.
I really enjoyed...
Of course, we'll probably lose to the Flyers.
Oh, nice confidence.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Well, no, of course that's how it would go. You would take
Yeah.
out the 2 best teams, and then you would lose
And
to
I'm,
the Flyers.
I'm
I
trying
hear
to
you.
I'm trying to make this hockey thing interesting to you, Ant. 7th seed playing an 8th seed.
First time it's ever happened.
That's crazy.
In a conference final.
That's really crazy.
Yeah.
You got 4 teams left, and then you have a 7th and an 8th seed playing each other. And whoever wins that will play for the Stanley Cup. And then you got the Blackhawks and the Sharks. I could give a fuck about those 2 teams. I don't know anything about them. I'm not even going to lie. So I got to go Flyers for the whole thing. Have to, which being an Islanders fan is kind of stupid, but don't want the Canadians. And I don't know anything about the Blackhawks and the Sharks, so what do I do? Do I, for a goof, say the Sharks?
You would have to do the Philly thing.
Yeah, it's like
you kind of got to.
Yeah,
they're obligated.
Well, they're all excited. I had a lot of Philly people up the last week, and they're excited.
Gives you something to,
They're excited. What am I going to do?
Get all excited about?
No, I'm going to root for the Canadians? Yeah. First of all, they're not even an American team.
Inhabitants.
Where were we? Oh, all right. You got Crying Like a Bitch?
Yes, I have it.
Now, what's good about this new Godsmack song, Crying Like a Bitch, the video has a lot of MMA shit.
Oh, does it?
So there's a nice little connection with the MMA.
Oh, is this the song that goes crying like a bitch? Kick him, hit him, knock him down.
I haven't heard it, but I don't
Wrestle
think
that
that's
man
it.
to the ground. That's my guess how it goes.
I bet your guess is wrong.
He says crying like a bitch, but it's like crying like a bitch. It's kind of like to the putting on the Ritz.
Oh, crying like a bitch. Dun, 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 dun.
With some MMA. The victory smell, fighting Chuck Liddell, crying like a bitch. That's my guess. I have MMA tie-ins.
Any Godsmack? Danny, you a Godsmack fan?
I got into some of their stuff.
I mean, they opened up for your boys for
actually, that's kind of what got me into them.
2004, 2005, I think it was.
I remember those shows over at Nassau Coliseum. They were really good, and I was impressed with their, with their little stage show. I got into them.
You didn't know Godsmack before that?
Well, I knew them. I just didn't
really care. Yeah, I would imagine that they got a lot of new fans by.
It was pretty good. I was pretty impressed with them.
They were great opening for Metallica.
They're really
good shows.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Sully's.
Yeah, tremendous live too.
Big fan. All right, here's Crying Like a Bitch, a little taste for Anthony, because I want to see what you think.
I want to hear this. Not looped.
All right. From Oracle, their new CD. What do you think, Ann?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, it's good. It's Godsmack, It's not like they're covering any new ground there.
No, I did the iTunes with Godsmack. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I made such a mistake with iTunes on one thing. Well, there was that one hit, not even a hit, but one of the popular songs that they were really trying to sell from Chicken Foot. with fucking Sammy Hagar.
Right.
That one song that kind of sounded cool. We were like, all right, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So I just downloaded the whole album.
Said, fuck it.
Yeah. And now when I put it on shuffle and I'm listening, every one of those fucking songs stink. And I gotta grab it out of my pocket and just fuck.
Is it awful?
Hit it like shit. Like the only song that was kind of good and catchy was the one song. Right. Everything else is just this contrived Hagar shit and this Satriani fucking over fucking playing and just, yeah. So it was just like, why did I do that? And I keep meaning to delete, but then you gotta fucking dock it and go to iTunes and fucking
play Chicken Foot song. Can we hear a Chicken Foot? Like not the first one.
Not the first one.
But before, you're not a fan when the guitarist gets a little out of control.
Oh, the lead. It's just the formula. Fucking intro, the verse, chorus, lead, fucking chorus out.
So you just want like a random Chicken Foot song?
Yeah. Believe me, it could be anyone but the hit.
You got to go random because then this is what Anthony's talking about.
Yeah,
where,
this is my shuffle.
This is the shuffle. So just play anything by Chicken Foot.
All right, I haven't heard this song.
Okay,
it's called "Soap on a Rope."
Soap on a Rope.
Aha, it sounds cool. I'd rather get fucked in the ass than use soap on a rope.
A lot of woo! Oh yeah!
I hate that shit. All right.
I got fame, fast cars, and everything.
Oh really? and I can't get it turned off quickly enough. Fuck Chicken Foot in their ass. They got my money, though. I bought the whole album like an idiot, thinking it was going to rock.
It's not that bad.
It stinks.
It's terrible. I'd rather hear Clubfoot by Dudley Moore.
It's not that bad.
Or Chicken Hawk by Mark Parento.
So Paul McCartney's wife, 1 foot.
I think it's chicken prosthetics. Chicken, get it?
I think this was the single.
No.
Then it sounds like the single.
It sounds like the single.
All right.
You could.
That's boring.
Throw this in the goddamn garbage.
So you made a mistake with the Chicken Foot.
I don't know if there's anybody that hasn't done that. You know, you hear one song and at least
so just fucking delete it out of your iTunes.
Yeah, but you can't just
shuffle anymore.
You can't just pull up the shit on your phone and delete songs.
Right.
You got to dock it and do it, which isn't a pain in the ass. I mean, but I'm never thinking of it.
But you forget
until I'm shuffling and you're on the road.
Next time the Chicken Foot pops up.
And then the Chicken Foot comes up. The Chicken Foot.
The Chicken Foot.
The Chicken Foot.
Let's go to Footer.
Yo, what's up, boys?
What's up?
Real quick, that Godsmack song that you played earlier, a couple minutes ago, that's actually about Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue.
Now, I was catching up on my Godsmack knowledge over the weekend, and I did not realize they opened up for Motley Crue a year or two ago, and they thought Motley Crue, or Sully did, thought they just were a bunch of dicks and had horrible attitudes and shit, right?
Yeah, you know what it is, Opie, is that Motley Crue, I mean, Nikki Sixx in particular always has that reputation of, I mean, you know, he's a fucking rock star, you know what I mean? He's like founding father, like, you know, that type of shit. So he walks around like he's a fucking, you know, like a real big shot. Just the typical shit, like you had that Wyland shit you guys had that Jimmy made you nuts. Yeah. You know, like shit like that, I think, is what fucking just got fucking Sully like, all right, you know, fuck this guy. I'm a fucking rock star, too.
So he wrote Crying Like a Bitch for Nikki Sixx?
Yeah, and what they said was, he said that how they wrote it was, I think whatever the fucking guitar player's name in Godsmack, right after whatever went down, they went back to the bus and they were fucking around, and he had the riff, and then Sully said he just picked up the other guitar and they just started rocking it out. He goes, they wrote the song within an hour.
Wow.
And Sully's a very nice dude, man. He doesn't come off like, he comes to my shows in Boston sometimes, and he doesn't come off like a rock star. He just hangs out with like a couple of his friends. He's not a dick with an entourage. He's like the fucking easiest dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
So I imagine that would make him really sick to his stomach.
Hey, Footer, are you a big Godsmack fan?
Well, you know what it is? I am a little bit, but I mean, I'll use the term lightly. I'm kind of like, you know, I'm involved in the music industry a little bit, doing like publishing and shit and doing a lot of writing because a lot of my friends, you know, are like signed acts and shit, and I was in the, you know, I did it back in 2000.
Right.
So I kind of I'm just involved with all these bands, and I love hearing their bullshit. You know, if you want to check out Rev Theory, is a new band. Not really new. They got 2 albums out from Interscope, but they're about to blow up. They're heavy shit, but real marketable, called Rev Theory. You'll like them. It's cool.
All right, right on. No, I'm trying to find out because it's maybe too inside. But remember, Sully had a little fucking star tattoo under his eye yet?
He still does.
Yeah.
No, man. The videos I was watching looked like he had it removed.
Wow, why?
That's what I want to know. Is there a story there?
I don't know.
We like the stories if they're good.
Never heard if there was a tattoo removal story.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. But you're not a chicken foot fucking
chicken foot. Oh.
Steven S. writes,
God.
Give Sammy a break. The poor guy can't drive 55.
Yeah, he's a little angry.
Give him a little break.
He's a little angry.
The Red
can't
Rocker.
Drive 55. The Red Rocker wants
the Red
to drive
Rocker
55.
a little break.
Not for chicken foot.
Well, why do we do this to ourselves?
What,
Sammy
Red Rocker 55?
Sam, what?
What was the song you said, Red Rocker 55?
I can't drive 55.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They called him the Red Rocker.
He's the Red Rocker.
He'd wear red leather out on stage.
So he's the Red Rocker.
What's the matter with you, Jimmy?
Big dumb tampon.
But
hey, bloody twat.
Sammy's always been nice to us.
I know.
He loves us. If he came in right now, he'd give us all a big hug and hand out some of his dumb tequila. Sit down.
Yeah, he was very nice, but this band stinks on ice.
He doesn't have a mean bone in
Holy
his body.
Shit.
What are we doing to the guy?
Oh, the fucking chicken foot.
With the
I like sometimes I take my my iPhone, I plug it into the radio thing I got next to my bed, and very rarely, because if there's nothing on TV, sometimes I'll put on some music.
You got to be.
I'll hit shuffle, and I could be on the brink of falling asleep, and if a chicken foot song comes on, I go motherfucker, and I have to roll over and hit next one.
But see. The shuffle could be your best friend, but you got to edit that shit.
Yeah, that's why I got to edit that.
You got to get in there and you got to edit it every once in a while.
I got to clean out the chicken foot.
Yeah, get rid of the chicken foot.
Get that fucking shit out of there.
When is a guitar solo too much for you?
Nowadays, any guitar solo is too much. Yeah. It just, I cannot appreciate the self-congratulatory, self-fucking, the masturbatory guitar solo.
When it gets way too high up the neck, that's when it's too much for me. A little down here is cool. You move up a little bit, but when both hands are way up at the top of the neck, enough already.
If it's quick,
enough already.
A quick fucking riff is fine by me.
By the way, we're dating ourselves because today's music doesn't have fucking guitars at all.
I don't have anything. It's some fucking one person playing a drum and one person playing a bass.
And someone with spoons is hitting a homeless guy and put this out.
Two guy bands.
Yeah.
It's like 2 people in it.
Yeah.
I don't understand what these kids are listening to.
Oh, Kevin from Connecticut, I didn't know this. Godsmack also has a new song called Aneurysm about Bret Michaels.
Oh, God. Who, by the way, unlike Ronnie James Dio, who they said was doing good,
right.
They had him on death's door.
Well, no, Donald Trump did.
Donald Trump did.
You know, the guy that got mad at us because he thought we might have exaggerated a little something in the press and decided he can't talk to us ever again. That guy who completely exaggerated how bad Bret Michaels was.
Death's door.
He said it's not looking good, basically saying he's going to die.
Yeah.
And not only did Bret Michaels make a full recovery, he's going to be back on tour in like a week. 10 days. 10 days, I think, from today. He'll be back on the road.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing.
That is. Because he was supposed to be dead.
Don't like the chicken foot, huh?
Oh, chicken foot.
Jimmy, you like the chicken
foot? What a
foot?
Mistake that was.
I think Hagar, he has a really good voice, and I do acknowledge that, but I think he stinks.
That's a great fucking... Oh. No, I'm going to go to the bathroom. You want a beer? Yeah, I'm going to go grab a beer. I'm going to take a piss. I'm going to go out to my car and smoke some pot. Then I'm going to come back, take another piss. I'm going to try to move down a little. Oh, right.
No?
Way. Is that way?
It's Ingve.
It's Ngui.
I know it looks like it might be what?
Ngui. Ngui Malmsteen. I'm saying Ngui.
He goes like 5 letters without a vowel. How do you get that done?
God.
That's a name that desperately needs a vowel early.
Whatever.
Malmsteen.
Sitting there just jacking off with his guitar.
What about a little Cliffs of Dover?
At least that has a poppy kind of happy fucking
It's a little happy
melodic thing. It's not just random guitar solo thing.
Who are some of
It's
the
almost
other,
like Gary Hoey.
Who are some of the other guitar heroes? You got how do you say? Ingwe.
You got Stevie Vai.
All right, Steve Vai.
And,
Steve Vai, man.
You got Lester Paul.
Joe Satriani.
Satriani.
Satch.
I got you.
What do you say?
Lester Paul. Very good.
We did a lot of stuff with Joe Satriani back in the day.
Back in the day.
What was his big song? What was Satriani's big song?
Satriani had, I think it was called Summer Song. And it was also Surfing with the Alien, which I think a lot of people know.
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
You want to hear a little Surfing with the Alien?
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Let me hear some of this. You got the live version, Trav Dog?
You couldn't find Men on the Silver Mountain because that's officially a Rainbow song. So
why wouldn't...
We're going to end this show with that today. It's all right. You don't know Dio that much.
You want Surfing with the Alien?
Oh, yeah,
Let's
we
hear
do.
a little of that.
This isn't music.
This isn't music. Yeah.
He's surfing.
Oh, here we go. This is great. Did he say, like, this sounds like I'm surfing with an alien? No, it doesn't.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like shit. It sounds like fucking pure self-gratification.
When does this get old?
It already
minutes ago?
did. This is like guitar players listen to this and go like, yeah, dude, you hear that fucking Surfing with the Alien?
Fundamentally, dude.
Oh, this
It's the
part.
best around.
Like, this part's fucking really...
Oh, Steven S. from Bayshore's got it. Satriani's big hit was 9 minutes, no point. I guess you got to have a point to your song. What is the point of this?
There's no point.
What do you do with this?
There's no singing. There's no nothing.
But what do you do with it?
If you're a guitarist, you listen to it and go, oh, okay, I'm going to try to play that. It's like a challenge. It's a game. This was before video games. Guitars would get real guitars, plug into real amps, and try to do what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
This is fucking Guitar Hero without a screen.
Well, when would you listen to this?
He's good, but
when seriously, you can't put it on at a party. If you're driving around, you're not going to put this on.
No, there's a talent there, but it's
wasted though.
It's not one you want to hear, which is odd because it's an audible talent. All right, enough of this fucking guy.
the only point this guy has is under his hat.
Oh, Chip.
I realized what I didn't miss in the last week.
What, the Joe Citrini?
Citrini.
Doesn't sing a lot.
I had a Seinfeld moment this morning.
What happened?
That and I hate this on a Monday fucking morning because I was pissed off that I missed 2 lights because of a giant fucking truck. Trucks have gas pedals. Step on it. They turn up one of the streets, side streets going across town, and you gotta kind of go fast to make all the lights. Mm-hmm. And they're just lollygagging. Buh. Like, just fucking, I know, they don't give a shit.
I'm in no hurry.
And when I get stopped at one light, and I hit every light. So it tacks another 10 minutes onto the drive-in. It sucks. So I finally make it out in front of the building, which now, because it took so long to get here, there's cars parked all the way up the street. 1 parking spot's there. So I pull up, put my blinker on. I pull up past the parking space because I'm going to parallel park in. Right when I pass it, a van goes to forward shoot in to the parking space.
He knows what you're doing, too.
Oh, he abso-fucking-lutely knew. I was parallel parking. He thought I'd be one of those guys that saw him pull in and just drive away like, oh, you asshole. No, I continued backing up, beeping my horn, and backing up. It's like, no, you move. I'll back right into you, motherfucker. I don't care.
Car's
At
old
this
enough
point,
now.
My
right?
lease is up in fucking September, and I don't give a shit. I will fucking back into you. And I kept backing up. The guy puts it in reverse, backs out. I sweep it right in, parallel park. And as he's pulling next to me, he gives me a look. That smirk mouth and the like. Meanwhile, I was fucking backing in like a normal human being, parallel parks. Mm-hmm. He knew I was doing it. And he tried to slip in thinking I was going to give up my ground. Kenny comes over after that because I get out of the car now. I shut the door and I point. I go, fucking asshole. And Kenny's like, I thought there'd be gunfire.
He had an erection. He didn't know why.
Kenny was very happy. Like, I bet Kenny thought there would have been an altercation because he was there. He could have walked up. Is there a problem? I'm not even sure. I think it was an air conditioning guy, which makes it even better. Go fuck yourself.
Where was this? Right in front of the building?
Right out in front of the building. One spot.
But you have appreciation
back
for those
in.
guys, don't you?
Not anymore.
Really?
Blow me.
Attaboy.
Blow me. I call him to replace my fucking filters in my attic. I don't get a call back. These motherfuckers don't want to work anymore.
It's hot in here, bitch. Get working.
Get up in the attic, biatch.
Bring some Freon.
No.
Give me a Freon hat.
And no, I don't even change my own filters anymore. I don't know what my attic looks like, and I don't want to know what it looks
sure
like.
You do. In the mirror, you see it every morning.
No, attic.
Oh, okay.
God damn, Jimmy Norton.
That's fucking quick, bro.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Jerry is so phony. They know the episode. That is a funny one.
Why
man.
is it a Seinfeld moment? Because I really don't know.
Costanza,
Maybe
George
for the people that
Costanza,
don't either out
went
there.
to Parallel Park and did the same thing. He pulled up, went to back in, and somebody goes in for the forward park,
right?
And it started a whole thing. He's saying no one pulls in forward, and then of course they're like, no, the forward pull, you know. So they had a big discussion about the forward pull in or the backward park for parallel parking. You pass the spot, and then you swing it in.
You can't do the forward parallel parking.
Unless you're trying to fuck somebody.
Not in New York, anyway.
No.
There's not enough room.
Unless you have a couple of spots. Or you do what I do. I do the forward pull-in if there's nobody trying to back into the spot.
Right.
But what you have to do is you pull in up the curb.
Sure.
And then turn back down the curb, and your front tire now drops perfectly where it belongs. The back tire is where it belongs. So you can do it, but you got to drive on the curb a little bit.
Nobody
on the
pulls
sidewalk.
in forward naturally. Nobody.
No.
Everyone does what you did. You pull up and you back in. That's the way we all park.
Swing it in. You're only doing it if you're trying to fuck someone over, which is what that prick was trying to do. They are, with the cars front to back. And they stay there for hours.
What's that? Oh, the Seinfeld?
Seinfeld. Goddamn show is still one of the funniest shows on television.
Yeah, they're not front to
all
back,
the time.
though. They're back to back, right?
No, that's the front of an old car and the back of a...
Which one? The
old
right
car.
one?
Yeah,
oh,
that's the
now I
front.
see it. I
Yeah.
thought that was the hood. From my angle? Never mind.
Yeah.
Too visual. Let's go to Doug in Boston. Doug, way to go Bruins, huh, Doug? Still hurting from that?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was hoping because you said go Flyers. You know.
Yeah.
Well, your Celts are still in it.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big Celtics fan, so that'll be cool.
Oh, my God.
And, happy
Cleveland is
birthday,
out of
Jim.
their mind.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Because LeBron James absolutely played his last game
He's
for the
leaving.
Cavaliers. If you guys in Cleveland think he's staying, you're insane. He even took his shirt off, his jersey off immediately, basically saying, "This is
done.
This is it. I'm done."
Why does he want to leave Cleveland? You think just for money and bigger place?
Why does he want to leave Cleveland?
Well, that's a good. You're right. It's a stupid question. But I mean, he's LeBron James.
Air conditioning guys want to leave Cleveland.
King James they're gonna have to take that giant fucking poster of him that's been up there forever.
He's not staying. There's no fucking way. And they're now saying that he becomes a net, not a Nick.
Really?
Playing Brooklyn?
Nets got a lot of money. They got a guy that's fucking worth billions and billions of dollars, some Russian guy. You got Jay-Z's connection with the New Jersey Nets. It's Brooklyn, which is cooler than Manhattan.
I call it
in a lot of
Crooklyn,
ways.
yo. Yeah.
Are they going to be the Brooklyn Nets? That's a cool name.
I don't know. It's good.
Jersey Nets.
Everyone's talking about moving around. They're talking about taking the Islanders and putting them next to Citi Field now.
Well, that would be better than Kansas City, because that's the other rumor.
Wow.
Being an Islanders fan. I read a long article on the Islanders over the weekend, not looking good, because they have money to spend.
The Islanders.
They have money to spend in the offseason, but they're basically saying any player that's smart will not say, yeah, what the hell, I'm going to go to the Islanders, because their future's up in the air.
Well,
so we're going to have another shitty year.
If they fucking leave, I'd love to see the Nassau Coliseum flea market.
Yeah.
That's what it'll turn into. A big fucking flea market.
Yeah.
Bunch of dirtbags selling their shit next to the worst town on Long Island.
Dude, I hate politicians. Everyone knows that by now. But I don't live there anymore. Your fucking politicians on Long Island suck a dick.
Yeah, tell me about it.
They suck a dick.
Yep.
They're arguing this and that when it's so obvious the Islanders need a new fucking arena. And it would be very good for the economy of Long Island, I would think.
Yeah.
And they're just arguing back and forth to the point where they're going to move this fucking team.
They should just put them by Citi Field, have that whole sports complex thing there with the tennis and make that the big Long Island sports place. Knock down the Coliseum.
I would accept that.
Build a prison there so the fucking residents don't have to go too far to visit their loved ones. Fucking Uniondale. Yuck.
The politicians on Long Island are blowing it with the Islanders. It's so obvious. Just pull the trigger and get this dumb thing done. What else are they going to do with that area? What's the problem?
Yeah.
What could possibly be the problem? Anyway, Doug, what do you got, buddy?
Yeah, you guys forgot about the king of the guitar solo.
Yeah.
Jeremy Garcia.
Are you a big Deadhead?
Oh, the Dead.
You are too, Opie. So.
I like the Dead. I'm not going to lie. But Anthony can't stand him.
My God. Some bitch dragged me to a Dead show years ago, and it was 3 hours of them either playing their songs that I didn't know one of or tuning.
Or jamming.
I had no idea what the fuck they were doing, and I don't think they did either.
Anthony described the Grateful Dead to the haters perfectly. He says it is 3 hours of guys trying to tune their guitar.
Tuning up, playing different songs from each other, and hairy armpitted, hairy legged, stinky hippie chicks in those fucking tie-dyed long skirts, spinning around with their hands above their head.
You didn't like the jam band stuff?
Oh.
You don't like jam bands?
I like when I go to see a band live and they start up a song that I've heard and I know and is popular and the place goes, you're like, fuck yeah.
You never want 10 minutes into a song go,
is that?
Oh, I know this song.
I think I know. No, this isn't it.
As they're slowly but surely getting into what the song is supposed to sound like.
Dude, I went one of those nights because you know how the Dead just changes their playlist every night? Man. They changed it to not one song Anthony knows. I didn't get Truckin'. I didn't get anything. that I knew.
Touch of Grey?
It would. Oh my God, Touch of Grey. The place would have rioted. Stop playing this commercial shit.
That's a great song.
They hated it.
Fuck
the
that. It's their best song.
That's right.
No,
Deadheads
the
were like,
they just want to hear
Touch of Grey, unless you made it into a 20-minute version.
But it's a good song.
God,
what a bunch
which
of
they did, by the
with
way.
maybe a little space and drums in the middle of it.
Yeah.
This is what. Okay.
It's about I'm getting older.
All right, hold on. So this is the beginning of Touch of Grey. What we should do, because they have the Grateful Dead channel.
Yeah.
Find a live version of this.
Oh Christ.
And we should have a contest. How long it takes for you to oh God, I lost my.
Before you recognize that it's Touch of Grey.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. You won't even know.
Do you have a live version of Touch of Grey?
You know the one time I need one?
You don't have it?
Is that a backbone?
Fucking paramecium. See, he's a one-celled creature.
Oh, because I thought you were saying somebody only had one mecium. You gotta get yourself a paramecium.
No.
Oh, we got a name, man.
Chip. Yes.
Fade that shit out. If you find the Touch of Grey live, that's great. I wanted a name. Chet from Long Island. We were just talking about the Islanders and how they really just deserve and need an arena. Everyone knows it. It would be great for Long Island. It would be great for hockey. Because, you got the Islanders. They won 4 Stanley Cups. They should stay on Long Island and not move somewhere else. Like, they're talking maybe Quebec or Kansas City or, like Ann said, somewhere in Queens. But Queens is more like New York City. It's kind of, it doesn't have that Long Island feel.
Yeah, 4 Stanley Cups.
Anyway,
4 Stanley Cups a decade before the fucking Iron Curtain fell.
I know. They basically have been shit for...
The drive for 5 is taking a long fucking time.
They've been shit for 18 years, I think. Was the last time they won a playoff series, I think. Even I'm losing track. Chet, what do you got?
Hey, good morning, Hope. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
You know what? This thing is so ridiculous. You got this one bitch, Kate Murray, that's blocking this whole fucking deal for Wang to build a mecca in the middle of that shithole Uniondale.
Yeah.
Okay?
Kate Murray hates Wang. Good bumper sticker.
All right, hold on. I got to explain because we're talking to the whole country here. He's right. Ant's been there too. Where the Coliseum is, not only is the Coliseum a piece of shit arena, it's horrible. You feel like you're watching minor league hockey.
It's dated, old.
But the rest of the area is shit. So what is the problem?
Yeah.
They're not knocking down houses or existing businesses. Nothing. It's just open fields of shit.
Nothingness.
Bitch, Kate Murray gets out here. It's going to create a lot of traffic. Shut your mouth, bitch. That place looks like fucking Mogadishu at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it really does. Mogadishu.
So she...
You can't walk the fucking streets because of that fucking neighborhood.
Yeah.
If you build that goddamn lighthouse and you make a light rail from the nearest train station to the Coliseum, you're going to bring fans there. They got a great tradition.
Yep.
You know what, Anthony? 4 in a row. Drive for 5. Let's get Yankees with 4 in a row first.
Right. Well...
You look, if you're trying to compare the Islanders with the Yankees...
Yeah, I can't even get behind you on that one, sir.
The Yankees could probably beat the Islanders at hockey.
Oh, that hurts.
I don't give a shit. All I'm saying is...
They play different sports.
Oh, literal Jim.
That hurts.
You're going to have to change the goddamn name. They can't be called the Islanders. They're going to call them the New York Queens. What are they going to be called?
Oh, the New York Queens.
That would be nice.
That sounds a little gay.
A little gay.
A little gay. Thank you, Chet on Long Island.
How about the New York happenstances? Because they're victims of happenstance.
Going to the Haps tonight? Yeah. That's what they'd call them, the Haps.
But there's the Habs.
No, but these are the happenstances. It's Haps, not Habs.
Okay.
Would they get confused?
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. Like, you going to the Habs? What? The Haps or Habs?
Yeah.
Great.
Happenstance.
I come up with great team names. That's my
that would
specialty.
be a great name. I would love the happenstances. What horrible shirts that you have to wear with happenstance on it.
It's got the team name and then shrugging shoulders.
That would be horrible.
Shrugging shoulders, and his hands are up, and in between the crook of his thumb, there's a hockey stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like,
puck. And a puck just floating on the palm of the other one with the hands out.
Yeah. Huh?
Stick in a puck. Happenstance.
Happenstance. I love it.
Yes.
I say go with it.
The Queen's happenstances.
Anthony, by the way, there's a state-of-the-art arena in Kansas City just waiting for the Islanders.
Is there?
It's sitting there waiting.
You think they'll go? What do you call them, though? You can't call them the Kansas City Islanders. You think they changed the name?
That would sound silly. Actually, I know the name.
Yeah, well... I was
Utah Jazz is like the silly one, too.
They were from New Orleans, right?
Well, Los Angeles Lakers is stupid.
Lakers is stupid.
That was, what, Minnesota Lakers or Minneapolis Lakers, whatever.
Wherever there's lakes.
There were a lot of lakes, and then when they moved them, they decided to keep them as Lakers. Well, Utah Jazz is the worst, because there's New Orleans Jazz.
Yeah,
there's a lot of jazz down there, but there's no jazz in Utah. But now there's a big jazz scene in Utah because of that.
Yeah.
They built a jazz scene around
they did?
the name of their
That's
team.
odd.
Yes, Jim.
They actually want to call... they've had a couple of names for Kansas City. The one that is being bandied about is the Kansas City Tartar Controls.
And do you have an idea for a logo?
Yeah, it's just 2 teeth, one covered in plaque and one shiny with like a little bling.
You're right, the little glimmer.
Showing that it's a job not yet completed.
That's good.
But a hockey stick is cleaning the tartar.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask, because there's got to be a hockey stick and a puck.
Yeah, it's knocking puck-shaped tartar off the other 2.
How horrible would that be?
It's just big caricature teeth, like when they would do a caricature of a Chinese people in 1920. Caricature.
Yeah. I like it. I like Jimmy's ideas for teams.
Hey, let's say hi to Brian in North Carolina. Brian.
Hey, congratulations, Ope. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks,
Ope,
Brian.
Thanks.
Do you remember the injustice after paying $7 to park in that goddamn parking lot at the Coliseum of having to drive over the stick that would damage the underside of your car?
Yeah, they have these big sticks, like they have to protect the parking lot. I never
they
got
do.
that.
Like the guy said, it's like the soccer stadium everyone went to after fucking Black Hawk Down.
Oh,
it's like the
all
fucking.
right, I'm with you.
It's that one safe sanctuary.
Doesn't that
as you're being chased down fucking Hempstead Turnpike?
Doesn't that stick rip your exhaust and everything else?
It did. That was my point. It actually damaged. I had an old Thunderbird.
It just pulls parts of your car off, Ant.
Why not? They could sell them.
That's what you get after paying your $7. You have to leave a piece of your car behind when you're rolling over these fucking sticks. Yeah. Someone else said that the Nassau Coliseum looks like an old drive-in movie theater.
That's a good one, too. It is very dated.
It's such a shithole.
Horrible.
And one more sports call and we'll move on. Thank you, Brian.
Yes.
Tim in Atlanta, because we should bring this to everyone's attention. Tim.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey. Hi, Tim.
Hey, there was a rumor going around on the internet. It was all over the place after Game 5. LeBron seemed really out of it. He had this really bad game, and it's out that Delonte West, the point guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James found out that Delonte West was sleeping with LeBron James's mother.
Yeah. This is a rumor they can't figure out if it's true or not.
Wow.
It's all over the place, and LeBron James had a horrendous game when he needed to step up his game the most. Like, not just a bad game. Like, I forgot what the stats were. Ridiculously bad. So, like, what the fuck?
Obvious a problem.
Seems like he's a little
obviously
distracted. And then it came out that possibly, this guy, the point guard there, is possibly had an affair with LeBron's mom.
Oh, man.
And then then they're saying that's why, when Boston finally knocked him out, that's why he ripped off the fucking Cavaliers jersey. Like, I'm done.
Done with this fucking
I need
place.
to move on. So.
All right, thanks. Punch it out.
Yeah, I don't know how true the rumor is, but it's getting around.
He's actually they think he might go to the Knicks, or they're debating. They said he's debating the Dakota Corn Cobs. That's where he's debating.
Corn Cobs for a hockey team?
Yeah.
I mean, basketball, yes.
Basketball.
What league are they in, Jimmy? Because I don't see them on
It's a new team, the Dakota Corn Cobs.
Are they going to be in the NBA?
No, what they are is, here's the logo. It's a corn cob with a puff of smoke, and it's basketball puffs of smoke.
Oh. Is there a basket in it?
Yes.
Oh, and are there corn cobs sticking out of the basket? A basketball basket?
And
That would be nice.
A small town and a general store. It's a very busy logo.
I like it.
You do?
No.
Do you like chicken foot?
Fucking hate chicken foot. What a waste of space.
Can we hear another chicken foot song? I'm obsessed with chicken foot.
I just happen to have one more.
What's the name of it? It's not the single, right?
No.
No, don't play the single.
No, we don't even have the single.
Yeah, that figures.
We're just doing a shuffle like Ann has to deal with.
Yeah.
This is Sexy Little Thing.
Sexy Little Thing.
Of course it is.
All right.
Yeah, it's got to kick in, man.
So far, not bad.
Oh, it's just stupid guitar. Sammy. Yeah.
When you add a woo to your song, that means you don't have confidence in your own lyrics.
Yep.
Woo!
Yeah. His little friend is coming out to play. Is that his dick?
What's wrong with this, Ant? What's the problem with this?
It just sucks.
It's terrible.
I can't really put my finger on it, but it stinks. Just listen to it. Contrived fucking 80s sounding shit.
Why is
somebody called before and said, this sounds like the music that's playing in every 80s movie when the bad kids drive up. It's just horrible.
His little friend comes out to play?
Yeah, his little friend's coming out to play. Look out.
You hear
Sammy, woo!
You hear the woo again? Woo! Woo! He's enjoying it.
Sexy little thing. Oh. Oh, the bridge. Yeah. Friday night. He's fucking 70 years old singing about a Friday night. What are you doing? Where are you going, Sammy?
He looks good for his age.
Yeah, he does.
He's always been very nice to us, Ant.
The Red Rocker.
Why do we beat up the ones we love?
I'm the Red Rocker, Sammy Hagar. When you have arthritis pain, woo! Woo! I take Anacin.
All right. Jump on it.
Jump on it. Yeah. Come on. He's talking to his dick. Come on. What are you doing? Get hard. Get hard.
This song should be called Viagra Boner. Or not.
Oh, of course, it's not over.
Right.
It gets silent.
Look at the picture Danny found. He's crazy.
Look, he's drinking 2 drinks at a time.
2 tropical drinks.
Yeah. Well, he's probably in Cabo.
Oh.
That's where he is. He's at Cabo.
Awful.
Love. Shut up.
His hair like Marion.
Remember Marion?
Oh.
Is she still alive?
I liked Sammy Hagar for so many years. I really did. I liked his solo shit back when MTV was big, back in the 80s. When
you like some of the Van Halen or Van Hagar?
Yeah, some of it was good. A lot of it was pussy.
Very dated now
pussy rock,
when you listen to some of that stuff.
Shit like that.
Extremely dated, right?
Yeah, I just always liked his voice, but now it's like, all right, Jesus Christ, we get it. He's done the same song for fucking 30 years. Enough already.
Just to finish up the LeBron talk, too. It should be noted that this guy's right, because Chicago's a little mad right now. The Bulls have a pretty good shot at getting LeBron James.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because he wants to win a championship too, and the Bulls are set up nice. So I think it's. I think they were saying Bulls, Clippers. He wants a big market. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because he wants like an empire like Tiger Woods and Jordan and all those guys had. And I think he's doing very well, obviously, with the endorsements, but I think it gets even better if you're in a big market, right? Yeah. Makes sense. So it's Bulls, Clippers, Nets, Knicks, and then possibly staying in Cleveland.
Miami's a big...
Miami's on the short list, too?
Yeah, definitely.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Isn't LeBron like the only thing Cleveland has?
Yeah.
Isn't it really the only thing they have as far as sports goes? I know the Cleveland Browns are a very big, popular team with everyone across the country. They're like America's team when it comes to...
I think there's a LeBron James song that's making the rounds.
Is there?
Basically saying what you're saying.
Oh, really? Like it's the only thing they...
If someone has that, could they send it in to us? Oh, yeah.
Or that Cleveland song. That fucking Cleveland song is so funny.
How great is that? Can we play that again?
I know. I just want to hear it. It's so fucking funny.
The one's better than the other one. Do you remember, Travis? There's 2 of them.
Yeah, the second one's better.
The second one's
you do remember.
A little better.
Why don't we go to break with the Cleveland song?
Yeah, let's do that. I got to hear those.
What else is going on?
Did Troy and Sean's girlfriend go on that date? They go on a date?
Explain. I was lost for a weekend. What happened?
Well, our intern, our androgynous intern, Sean, his girlfriend came in with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Hot?
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah. Definitely.
Hot or...
No, she's a sexy girl.
Yeah, very, she's very sexy.
Would you?
Oh, yeah.
But she's exotic. You don't like exotic?
No, she looks very good. She looks really good. It doesn't look like crazy exotic or anything like that.
Nice lips?
Yeah, very.
What else is nice?
Nice ass.
Yeah?
Yeah. She looked good.
Nice ass.
She looked good. Nice ass. Thank you, nice lady. Yeah, she looked good. So... he was, of course, whining and pouting and doing what he fucking does, little emo shit. And then a real man.
Slow down. Hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, no meal, but you're not a fan of the emo shit either.
Ugh.
Why aren't you a fan, though?
Oh, so...
Because it's fake emotion, right?
Everything's so deep and troubling. And
you know what it is? It's not even that it's fake emotion. It's just, it seems like emo people, they they act out what they think that they're supposed to be feeling.
Right.
It's not a real emotion.
That's what I mean.
But
fake emotion.
it's not. Well, yeah, but they're not fake. They're. I think they feel it because I think they think that they're supposed to feel that way.
They don't know what they're
it.
feeling. That's why I hate emo people.
Yeah.
I fucking hate.
I think they're not sad, but they think they're supposed to be sad because maybe something sad happened, and they go, "Oh, I think I'm supposed to be sad," and then they act sad.
And I enjoy a Cure song every once in a while, but I hate emo people. I enjoy a little Morrissey every once in a while, a little bit. But I fucking hate emos.
Just got to swoosh your hair down in front of your eyes so no one can see your pain.
You don't think they're really sad?
Oh, don't look at my pained eyes.
They're hiding bad hairlines. That's what most emo people are. They're going bald and they have fucking horrible hairlines, so they comb their shitty hair over to their eyes.
You don't think they have a clue on their emotions?
No, they don't know. They're just all sad, so they have to show the pain through piercings and fucking hairstyles.
Now, Danny's showing you an emo kid. What is that kid thinking right now?
Help me! I'm troubled. I was made fun of my whole life for being overweight. So I just took that pain and anguish and focused it within me. And it came out in my art and poetry and my piercings.
I think
you faggot.
Emo's kind of like a...
Suck it up.
I guess it's kind of like a new thing. I mean, it's not new, but I guess like this version of emo is a new thing.
I think it evolved out of club kids.
Yeah, but I think also there was some kind of like the crow thing happening too, because I went to high school with this black kid who thought he was.
You were poor. Boo!
He thought he was the Crow. He would show up with the Crow makeup, and like his big thing was he would always wear a hood and hockey gloves, and that was like his thing.
What an asshole!
I know. But I think he was my generation's emo kid. Like if you were into the Crow and you did like the black eyeliner, like that.
Right. Guys putting makeup on.
That was emo.
And shit is all emo.
And like the long black leather trench coats.
Do you think teachers have to watch the emo kids closely to make sure they don't commit suicide during school hours?
I'm sure the teachers and staff have to fucking waste their time making dossiers on each and every one of these dummies.
You think there's a high alert when the emo kids are walking around the halls of the school?
Hi.
Hi, Mrs. Johnson. Yeah. Well, your son, we pulled him out of class. It seems, I hate to tell you this, but do you know he's cutting? No, not class. His arms. Yeah, in class. It's very emotional.
So, what should I do about it?
Well, we're sending him to counseling, and I'm sure it won't work. We're going to get him a barber and shave his fucking head.
I hate them.
Anyway,
they're so pained. Oh.
What? They're just expressing the depth of their hurt.
They could hang out together and just commiserate.
Yeah.
Just commiserate. Do they ever laugh when they're together? A hearty ha 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 ha.
I don't think so.
What's their laugh about?
They don't know that emotion either. So Sean,
and they come from wealthy families too. Just stop it.
They actually have it pretty easy.
Oh,
right?
Of course they do.
So Sean is one of these guys.
Yeah.
One of these emo kids.
Yeah.
And
he's emo.
And his girlfriend.
And his girlfriend is hot. Mm-hmm. He doesn't deserve her. She seems like she wants things. He doesn't like going down on her. He said it. She loves having people go down on her. She was with the Asian guy who went down on her, and she came in his mouth.
Oh boy, did we make her fucking go through that line by line while he kind of stood there balancing like on one foot.
Yeah.
Just kind of like leaning. Emo people always have like the weight shifted to one side more than the other. The pain's on the left.
They got to like cock one leg out and like put the other one and the hip is out and just stand like an emo because they got to be in pain.
She said that?
Yeah. So the Chinese guy she was with had a real small dick. Go figure that one out. Yeah. And but he went down on her and made her come.
Wow.
And that was freaking him out.
I kept saying come in his mouth.
Yeah.
Because I knew that would fucking really bug Sweetie Pants.
Yep.
Him and his fucking tight little jeans, his tempting jeans.
Yes.
Who we all kidding?
Well, we invited in a real man, somebody who she's communicated with on Facebook and whatnot.
That's right. Elena Kagan. Oh,
gee, thanks. Nice one, Dan.
Is that a tattoo on his arm?
Have a tattoo on his dick?
Is that an emo kid with a heart on?
You know, knowing our ex-intern Sean, he probably just drew some stuff on there with a fucking pen.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
So,
we invited a real man in.
Troy, can you go get the real man? Oh, Troy's the real man.
Troy's the real man.
Troy's all man.
And she, she was going after, like, Troy, loving the tats, loving the, the man kind of thing going on with him as opposed to the fucking fairy emo-ish Sean thing. And, so we made them kind of wanted to see what they looked like as a couple, so we made them hug, and then we made them kiss.
Nice.
Right in front of Sean, who was devastated, just sitting there like an idiot.
How would you feel if this fucking animal was kissing your chick? I'd have a rod and be heartbroken. But fucking, and then all he wanted to do was he wanted a little affection from fucking Sam.
Oh my God, Sam was not being cooperative.
No.
Sam, why? What's wrong with you?
I'm not gonna.
What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
I know, he's changing.
Yep.
You've kissed 3 guys.
Kissed homeless people and random men.
He doesn't like whites. That's what it is.
What's the 4th guy going to do?
It's going to make it
got
4.
3 under your belt.
3 is too many as it is.
And all we wanted was a shirtless hug.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Which leads to other things.
Shirtless hug. And you wouldn't do it.
Jesus.
So finally, I mean, I really had to get on him. I had to pull some authority on him to make him hug. But he did the real hard back slapping hug. Like, hey, well, Ralph, how you doing? One of those.
No, but
hugs.
Sam likes it when you tell him what to do like that. Like when you fucking snapped at him.
I had a snap.
And you put on the dominating voice. He fucking piped right up and went over and did as he was told.
I think he does like that shit.
What is Danny doing?
Danny's just scrolling through nude emo guy dick pictures.
What is wrong? I must say, I'm laughing now.
They're really funny.
No wonder the kids in the library with the fucking
gay emo boys.
Emo.
That's pretty funny.
But the thing that really hurt Sean too was that when you told Kat and Troy to kiss each other, you told them to do it closed mouth, just like in the movies with your lips closed.
Yeah.
And Kat leaned up to Troy, lips wide open,
and
ready for a big
mouth.
open mouth kiss.
She looked like she was yawning.
Yeah.
He couldn't wait to get a fucking man's lips on hers.
A real man, right. So I decided that it was probably a good idea to hook these 2 kids up.
Good boy.
For the weekend, maybe go out to dinner, hang out, and see what happens.
Right.
So I didn't hear of anything. Did Troy? Did you go out with her?
Well, first of all, you're very kind. You threw me a couple bucks to take her out.
Yeah, I figured, what the hell?
And I tried to give it back at the end of the show. He's like, "No, go ahead."
No,
300 clams.
Take her out.
That's right.
Well, I wanted it to be a nice dinner.
That'll buy a lot of shrimp.
Impress. Get that girl some shrimps.
Get some shrimps.
Maybe let her get her did.
Did she get a herded?
So what anything transpired?
So I hit her up on Facebook, and I just said, "Hey,
nice.
We're supposed to go out. I got the money.
I'd like to take you out, but
let's make believe.
I want to make sure
show.
Sean's cool with it. Because Sean's a little weird, and I just didn't need him killing himself or doing something stupid over this.
You cock-blocked yourself.
No, I was just trying to,
he's a nice
cover
guy.
my bases. You know what I mean? Like,
I gotcha.
If he's going to kill himself, he's going to kill himself. That's my logic.
You don't need a
but I don't need that on me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do it, go ahead, but I don't want it to be as a result of something I did.
Yeah, but he could kill himself because it's raining.
You could explain away anything, really. You could just go, he killed himself because.
Yeah, look at him. He should have.
Something, man. Yeah, he should have.
But
his pants are too tight.
Yeah, she was like, he said it's cool. He came over and said, yeah, go ahead, take her out.
Blessing, nice.
I was like, okay, so we'll hook up Saturday. She lives a block from me, which is a little weird.
Oh, damn.
And where does Sean live? They live together?
They live together.
A block away from you?
A block away.
Yeah, they're living together. I'm living with my ex-girlfriend, so it's just this really bizarre...
It's a sitcom.
It really is.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, my ex-girlfriend, I helped her get ready for her date. She had a guy coming over to the apartment, so it was a whole weird...
Wow, that is
deal
odd.
with that.
How'd you help her?
She was cooking dinner. I just helped her get some things together and helped her clean the apartment.
You didn't mind?
Wait, you had to leave your own place because your
I was going
ex-girlfriend...
out anyway, so she's like, I'm going to have a date over to cook dinner.
How do you guys do this?
I'd be out of my mind.
I mean, you have to be really mature about it. You have to say, all right, cool. We're not together anymore. We're cool as people. Good luck with everything you do.
You're crazy.
So,
yeah, man. I mean,
if you could get past that point and
wow,
not think about them as a girlfriend anymore, then I guess,
So you helped her get the apartment ready.
Jerry and Elaine.
So she could have a guy over that she was cooking dinner for that she would probably would
Possibly, sure.
And that doesn't bother you? It has to on some level, even if you're done with the person.
Well, it's like when you're locked into a lease with somebody, there's really not much you can do. So we have to be there together. So we're just like, good luck. You can be mature about it, or you can be a fucking asshole and, make her life miserable, and she'll make your life miserable.
Do you still get
Jimmy's nodding his head. Yep.
That's the route I would go.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you still get benefits?
No.
No more benefits?
No, we cut that off.
He should have bought some Valtrex and left them on the counter so the guy saw it.
Yeah, I mean, when you do something like that, you're mixing weird emotions. You know what I mean? You're living with somebody, she's dating somebody else, so it's probably just not a good idea.
Wow.
But so I hit Kat up, and
good news. Danny found a site called Gay Emo Boys, so now we don't have to really search.
Found it. I linked it from my Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, Danny.
I think he dyes his hair black, that kid.
Anyway, so you're living with your ex. Sean's with this girl that's getting a little weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to make sure everything was cool, so I met up with her, and we went out to this restaurant. Which had a great time.
Was it nice? A nice place?
It was great. I took her where the real players go.
All right.
The Brazilian Steakhouse here on 49.
Very good.
So
fantastic.
She had a great time. She said she wanted South American, so we went with that, and that was. She had a great time. Great
Position
conversation.
is that? So you're give me South American. All right, flip over.
Yes. That's a good Rodri while my boyfriend cries.
Rodri.
But really good conversation. Had a good time. Got to.
Did you finger her under the table or?
No, I did not, unfortunately. But just went into the relationship with Sean, and he's got this really bizarre fascination with me. He thinks that we're linked together in different ways. We're both from Allentown, Pennsylvania. We both live in the same neighborhood.
Closing all the factories.
He went through all of these different ways that we're connected with each other, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Well, how long have you been out of Allentown?
For 4 years.
This is not going to end with a murder-suicide.
No, exactly.
Wow.
So that's why I'm just kind of freaked out. You know what I mean? Where he's telling her we have these weird connections, and I'm just kind of freaked out at this point. But we had a good time regardless.
Connection. So you go out. Did she eat like sloppily or anything? I like how you got to look at a girl and see how she handles herself eating. Was she shoveling food in her mouth?
Like if she takes sausages 8 at a time and just swallows them whole.
Yeah.
She's a good girl.
Pushes the back of her head down on her food.
Yeah, she leaves egg salad on her lips. Oops.
No, she was trying to eat real proper. We both were like, fuck it. And then we started, they have like onion rings and French fries.
Cool. So you got comfortable with each other pretty quickly.
Right.
You're having yes, Sam.
And Troy said that he found out at dinner that she plays the drums, as does he.
Wow.
So we already have things in common.
Yeah. So you have some things in common musically.
We hit it off really well. Yeah, she's a cool chick.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Now the problem is your ex was having a guy over the house.
Yes.
So now you had no place to go.
Well, we'll get there. Hang on a second.
All right.
Oh,
yes.
Very good.
Troy's telling you. Alleys.
So
that means he's got confidence in what he's got to tell us today.
All right.
I respect that, Aunt.
So had a couple. She's under 21. She's only 20.
Yeah.
So it really slims down what you can do. You know what I mean? Because to go anywhere in anywhere in the city, cool, you got to be 21. So I had a couple other options.
I wouldn't know that.
And we decided to head over to the Blue Note. It's a jazz club downtown, and watched a band play. We were there. Yeah, it was cool, like a jazz funk band. It was fun.
Yeah. So she's into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You had like a real kind of hipster night out.
A gentleman's
that's like
evening.
A gentleman taking a girl. Hey, like here's a girl 20 years old. Used to Sean taking her out to fucking friendlies. And
I know where you're going, and Jimmy if you went out with her, where would you have taken her?
I know the restaurant he went to. That's a good place.
Yeah,
but would you do the same?
Nah, I would have my dick out right after dinner, and I would probably wreck it. But Troy's a smart guy.
Yeah.
So you make it a whole evening. You go out for some whatever, and
you wouldn't have patience to make it a whole evening. I would wreck it.
I would wreck it. Yeah. I would literally just go, "How fat your pussy," and she would get up and leave. I would ruin it.
This kid's got patience.
But but he's a smart guy because 20-year-old girl now. He's showing her the type of time a lady would have. A girl like that is looked at not just as some 20-year-old girl with a guy that doesn't fucking know what the fuck he's doing. That's the point. Is stupid Sean takes her to Friendly's. He takes her to a nice restaurant and then a jazz club. That's a night out on the town.
In the city.
Are you broke now, Troy? Because this place doesn't pay you shit.
No, I mean, luckily Anthony helped me out with that.
Oh, that's right. All right.
Oh, I was
forgot.
I was taking care of this.
I forgot about the 300.
Anything to grind it into Sean's fucking craw.
Yeah, that was really cool. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Please, I hope you had a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were there till about like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow, that's a pretty late night out.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
So afterward, I texted my ex-girlfriend and I said, hey, are you at the apartment? Because she said she was going to have dinner and go out. And, you know, when we were at the club, you know, she's getting a little bit closer. You know, there was some body language. You know, I was picking up some vibes.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
Was your penis standing up like your hairdo is?
Kind of, yeah. You know, it's kind of, you know, you start thinking.
Because you want to go home, right?
Right. Well, I was like, so what do you want to do? She's like, well, I don't know if I really want to go home.
She's saying this at 3 in the morning?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
God, wow.
Damn.
Why would she want to go home to that fucking nothing?
There's a suicidal femme on her sofa. There's an androgynous thing with a razor at its wrist.
There's a man with real tattoos, not the ones that Sean just wrote on him himself.
And then some emo, emo kid laying there.
If they find my body, tie a ribbon on it on his wrist.
Okay.
He's got real tats.
Of course.
A chest full of cock.
She doesn't want to go home at 3.
Right.
If that's not a sign.
Okay.
So I texted my ex-girlfriend. I'm like, hey, did you go out? She's like, no, I'm still at the apartment.
Oh, I mean, she was getting it on.
And I'm like,
oh, God.
Sorry,
so
she's like, sorry about the pillowcase.
Exactly. So, yeah, that was kind of it. So we just walked over to Union Square. There was a couple kids skating there. We were watching them skate, and we were just talking. That's all we pretty much did. And then we head back uptown. We both live on the Upper East Side. So I walked her home, and
what a guy.
I did my best to be as good of a gentleman as I possibly could be.
Any just little kiss goodnight? Or
It was like a kiss on the cheek.
Little,
come on,
little
man.
hug
Only
and
on the
kiss
cheek?
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
man, I wanted to just take it easy. I wasn't trying to...
I'm not
trying to conquer a lot of ground.
Nothing wrong with that. As long as, will there be another date, you think?
I said I would absolutely hang out with her again.
Yeah, and she was kind of cool with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, Samuel?
Let the record state, and it should be said to Sean when he gets back, Troy texted his girlfriend, or ex-girlfriend, sorry, Troy, to see if she was still at the apartment. If she had said, no, I'm not at the apartment, they would have gone back to Troy's
I
apartment.
probably would have fucked her, honestly.
Wait, what did you say?
I mean, that's what was going through my head.
Definitely.
If his chick wasn't home,
you had no doubt.
Well, it just, she, you know, some of her body language,
You would at
some of
least
the
licked
things
her
she was
dirty
saying.
asshole, right?
Oh, she wants that too.
I
She
know
likes
she
her
does.
ass licked, and stupid Sean won't go anywhere near it.
Right.
What the hell, dude?
Yeah. So it was probably a good thing because I might have done something I would have
felt great about.
It's one of those, like, after you nut, you're like, oh, why did I do that?
Oh, why did I have sex with a 20-year-old girl?
No, it's not that. That's not what I'm worried about.
Oh,
I'm
no?
worried about getting shot in the back of my head as I walk out of my apartment, you know, from her ex-boyfriend. So
the only thing he wants to shoot on you is his cum.
He really thinks you guys are linked? That's a little weird.
yeah, well, he went down all these, you know, from Allentown, Upper East Side, just all these different connections that we have.
I'll bet he wants to hug you and, like, kind of, like, have one hand around your neck and one around your waist and, like, kind of look up at you and have you just talk to him and tell him things.
Yeah. I mean, she really thinks he's gay. I mean, there's no...
Oh, you guys talked about it?
Oh, yeah. Because he's always gawks at these guys' Facebook photos and...
What the fuck?
She knows he's gay.
Yeah, he probably is.
That's what she.
Everybody knows he's gay. Her parents know he's gay.
Wow.
He doesn't think he's gay.
He knows it.
He's fighting it.
He's fighting it.
He's really fighting it.
He comes from a very religious, conservative family.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, so
didn't he
they'll
want
fight
to
it
kiss
to the bitter
Sam?
end.
How was,
How
was your day with Sean while Troy was out with
I
his...
didn't go out with Sean. I was, for the record,
I heard...
Saturday night I was here doing a radio show.
Are you sure?
It's on record.
Was it an early date then?
There was no early date. I was at a pro wrestling convention before then, so I have alibis. I did not see Sean.
I did not.
Sam's afraid that Sean could make him turn because Sean would show you such a tenderness.
Is that true, Sam?
I'm not afraid that I'm afraid that I would turn Sean.
No,
I don't need it. I don't need real.
I think
sexualness to be confused with this.
You two probably would hit it off sexually.
You think I would just
couple of beers,
give it
be
all
it would take.
Why don't you at least give it a try? Couple of
exactly.
beers.
Is that why you don't drink, Sam? Because you're afraid of what would happen?
That's it. Just a couple of beers in. Couple of beers in, and he'd be all over the cock.
No.
Sam would be loving the cock after 2 beers.
You think after 2 beers it's sloppy?
2 fucking
sloppy
beers.
Party bottom time
2
for Sam?
beers, and Sam would just be like, I don't know why I just didn't grab. I love the cock.
He would make this noise while he sucked it. He would take the cock in his mouth and put his tongue under the balls and go.
Hey, Tommy from Brooklyn has a good. We don't have to go to the phone. Very good question, though, Troy. Wait, you only have 1 bedroom?
Yeah, 1 bedroom.
Oh, because he's wondering why you didn't just go back there with her anyway and find some kind of place to go.
So now
you must have a real small place.
You and your ex are in 1 bedroom?
Yeah.
1 bed?
Yes.
So,
but you don't do anything anymore.
No.
So now, if she's having sex in that bed, dude.
I mean, we have an understanding
she's not gonna have
that
the sex on her side of the bed. She'll keep that nice and fresh.
Sofa.
Right, like not in the bed, you know.
So wait,
did you get back with your ex or no? There's no chance.
No, we're done. Okay. No, we've done 5 years together.
You ever see his ex?
She's beautiful. She's very nice though.
Beautiful. Now, at the end of the night, you just hop in bed with your ex after her date and your date?
Yeah.
Wow, what the fuck?
Do you smell anything under the covers like sex?
No.
Does she dress? Does she sleep dressed?
Sometimes. Sometimes she sleeps in her panties.
Panties?
Yeah.
Do you ever wake up and find that you're like draped around her just in the middle of the night? You kind of.
When we first decided to call it off, she would try to snuggle, try to get close. Like, you know how girls back their ass up against you and want you to push into it. And
how great is that?
I would be like,
give me away.
Wow, push her away, huh?
Is that?
You want to make sure you want to smell the sheets though when you come home. If there's been a date, like you don't want to smell. God forbid you smell like cocoa butter and see a very curly pubic hair.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
The radio's on BLS. Slow jams.
There's a couple instant feedbacks coming in about Sam, by the way.
Yeah.
This is Phil Snow from Rochester. By wrestling event, he meant Sean pinning him face down to a mat. Okay,
I haven't spoken to Sean.
And Dog Shit Sniffer writes, 2 beers and Sam is praying toward Mecca with his ass in the air.
Yeah. I really think if you got a buzz on, you would be such a different person, especially with someone like Sean.
He would take that whole cock in his mouth and do the thing where, like, the cock snakes out and washes the tongue snakes out and washes the cock, like.
Sam's the kind of kid that he would
swabs it.
He would take a soft cock in his mouth and he wants to feel it get hard.
Oh,
in his mouth.
Wow! What do you think about that, Sam?
I've never even thought about that.
But honestly, Danny, I mean, a lot of us would be guilty of that.
Yeah, true.
I want to kiss more guys. I'm very confident in my heterosexuality.
Soft cock.
Are you?
Very confident.
Bulge your cheek out like a little chipmunk.
You never had the wake up blowjob?
Pop it out his cheek.
Yeah.
Blah.
See, Sam would hold the shaft and to make it more turgid. Stop knocking your coffee over. Fucking Danny's
all excited.
Turn on.
Look at Danny over there. Somebody's spilling a bunch of coffee to this story.
You spilled my coffee. You fucking fag. I'm sorry, sir. Beat the shit out of her.
Greatest PSA ever.
Oh, yes. From Canada.
So where are we at?
Sam popping the cock.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Sam squeezing the base. Like Sam's hand to be in the pubes, and he'd be popping it like.
That sounds noisy.
Oh, Sam, because he's all drunk.
He's a sloppy sucker.
He's all drunk.
I never realized.
I have never had a homosexual experience, nor have I ever had the desire to have one.
But you kissed 3 guys.
That was for comedy and for radio and television.
What about the dildo that looked like a penis?
For radio.
Ah, right.
That was for radio.
You can't take the Bobo defense on all these things.
For the bit.
I do it for the show.
Loyalty.
It's a bid.
What did you tell me Bobo said during Cherry Darts? When the girl It was pretty funny.
We were asking Bo what he would do with her. And and first he said that he would eat her pussy, I think, through her panties.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I think somebody said, well, what if you couldn't do that? What if she didn't like that? Like, what's something else that you would do? And then he just goes, fuck her in the ass.
Fuck her in the ass.
She's not going to allow you to do the first thing.
She's not going to allow him to go down on her through the panties. So then number 2 is fucking her in the ass.
Yeah.
He really knows how to line that up.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So,
He's a mess.
So you're going to definitely go back out with Sean's girl?
I said yeah.
Do you have an attraction to her?
Yeah. Yeah, more so now that I hung out with her. For sure.
Yeah,
She's cool.
see?
She seems cool.
Yeah, she's a very nice person.
Yeah, she's real into music and definitely cool to just hang with.
And anyone talk to Sean after this whole thing?
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're the gay guy.
No, I'm not.
You're in touch
Did someone call me?
Did Sean hug you at all, like, and whisper in your ear, thank God for you?
No, he never said that. He did tell me that he was turned off, that I was aggressive when I hugged him, as if to say...
You weren't tender and sweet.
No.
You were patting him. You were slapping him on the back.
He wants your love, Sam.
I know, but he's not going to get it.
When's Sean in next? Tomorrow?
No, he's not until the end of the week.
He wants your sex. He wants your sex.
Apparently.
Yeah. Give it to him.
Never going to get it. We're going to sing songs. That's the song I'm going to sing.
A few beers.
It's in vogue.
Exactly.
Beers.
1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer.
Yeah. Then I'll just go into a gangster fag song.
It doesn't help his case that he just sang In Vogue, though.
In Vogue is a popular
that was a little
group.
rough.
That's a popular group. Yeah. Well, it's not anymore, but they were very popular for their time.
Yeah.
I guess we'll get Sean's side of this story at the end of the week.
I think it might be done, actually.
What?
Hopefully.
I think he's done. I think he's done his internship.
Hopefully you stop. Is he done with his internship?
I think so.
Well, how come there wasn't a big, farewell, far thee well?
Because we finally gave up on interns.
Yeah.
It was depressing to see, have to say goodbye to people every 3 months. So now we don't really acknowledge them. It's easier that way.
Yeah.
If Sean's done, we can still get him back in for his side of the story.
It's like one of those movies where the white teacher comes in and teaches the black kids, and they finally, behave and learn, and then she has to send them off into the world, and it's very sad.
LoveBuzz has been here for a full semester and still has not figured out how to get coffee or soda pop.
LoveBuzz is a blithering idiot.
He really is a moron. He may be the stupid, not the worst,
right,
but the stupidest intern that we've ever had.
Yeah,
Give me your top 5 stupidest interns.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Please.
Ricky was kind of
Ricky was retarded.
Ricky.
Oh God, that's good.
We were already calling Ricky retardo.
Yeah. But you got to explain why Ricky. Because that goes back
Ricky,
too long.
I remember there was a classic story about Ricky was supposed to get everybody's breakfast one morning, and he was gone for a real long time. And I think about after an hour, we're like, "Where are you?" And he's like, "Well, I'm still looking." He goes, "It's the blue awning, right?" And we're like, "Yeah, it's the place with the blue awning." He goes, "Oh, it has a blue awning?" And we're like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh," he's like, "I thought that was the name of the place." Like he thought there was some
standing
breakfast.
right under
He was right there.
Yeah.
He thought that there was some breakfast place called the Blue Awning that he was looking for.
So he made the top 5?
Oh,
definitely.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I think Cream Pie Jones.
Cream Pie Jones is still there. This is why Cream Pie Jones is so stupid.
Because he held my shit and waved at it?
Exactly.
Wore a duty hat.
A duty hat.
Wait.
He put shit in his hair, yeah, for a free bit.
He comes in.
Cream Pie was great.
He didn't even get lunch for that.
Oh, okay. Apparently somebody's been saving pictures.
It's the Sam sucking a dick
Wow, let me see
picture.
that.
You're good.
That's obviously fake. You can tell in that
Look
picture.
at your mouth, fucking. You can really suck a big dick.
Yeah, Sam, here's what Sam does right. Sam keeps his eyes open, which is a little creepy, but he puffs his cheek. He's really sucking, because Sam wants to pull that cum out. Sam's goal is to one day pull the cum out before his nose hits the belly button. That's what he said someday in high school he was going to do. I'll learn to pull the cum out before my nose hits the belly button.
Was that in your yearbook, Sam?
No, it wasn't in my yearbook. They wouldn't allow that language.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2. We got why is Cream Pie the stupidest?
Right, because he's in town, and he comes in to do stuff on the Saturday show. And I've told him, come by and visit Opie and Anthony's show. You want a career in radio, do a couple bits for O&A? He said no, because he thinks that you guys will make him do crazy things, and then he won't get a job in radio.
Oh, he wants to go legit?
Yeah.
Didn't Cream Pie say that the reason he can't get a job?
Yes. Yes. He thinks that the reason that he has not landed a job in radio...
He's blaming us?
...is because he's sure that his potential employers have searched out the Big Boy Made a Duty series. Now, the only way you can find those videos is if you Google Cream Pie Jones or Big Boy Made a Duty.
Who doesn't Google that?
Neither of those two things, I'm assuming, are on his resume.
Holy shit. He actually is saying this?
He absolutely said that to me. Yes,
The interning on our show was detrimental.
Yes.
Wow, that's a good one. Look at how, I'm looking at a picture now, and Sam has the head of a dick in his mouth.
No, that's fake.
And he knows how to not give teeth.
That stupid hairdo. He looks like Montgomery from Fame. The fucking the gay guy who was in love with his therapist.
The listeners maybe get it's a dildo. You phrased you said dick.
This proves that Cream Pie Jones's point is wrong because after you did this fine video,
I got 2 other shows.
Exactly.
You got 2 other shows.
Yes.
In radio.
Yeah.
You're the only guy around here that has 3 radio shows.
Right.
Big Boy Made a Duty.
Ronnie B's got 3 radio shows.
I thought he had 2.
So
does Jim Norton. Does he officially have 3?
I thought it was 3.
Oh, all right. Then it's you and Ronnie B. And Jimmy's got 3?
I do.
You have 2. 3. 2.
Craigie Bra was pretty stupid.
Here's Cream Pie.
Craigie Bra's making it in the biz.
There's Cream Pie, everyone.
Worked at Best Buy.
Cream Pie!
How's everyone doing?
Hi, Cream Pie. Now, we're learning a little something about you. Want to take this?
Cream Pie. First of all, could you just give your big catchphrase first? I want to hear it. Can you say, Big Boy Made a Duty?
Big Boy Made a Duty.
Oh, so much for getting a job in radio.
That's not how you
he made it deeper.
Your voice changed or something. What happened? Do it with the enthusiasm.
Been like 3 years when I just woke up.
Exactly. So.
Well, give it a try. One more.
Dig
Come on.
deep.
Give it some enthusiasm.
Big Boy Made a Duty.
No, wait, that's not good enough either because I think the line actually is "Oh boy."
Oh boy.
Isn't it, oh boy.
Oh boy.
And then Big Boy.
Yeah.
You don't even know your own
it's
lines.
a question. Did Big Boy Made a Duty?
You're right.
Did make a duty.
Big Boy did make a
Why
duty.
does you sound like Herman Munster?
I know. A big boy did make a duty, Lily. Grandpa, Big Boy made a duty. Eddie, you've made a duty. Eddie. Cream Pie.
Yes.
Now, we hear tell that you want to actually get a job in the radio business.
Yeah.
All right. And that you've been going out and on interviews or at least sending out resumes and whatnot?
I stopped doing that for a while now.
Way to stick with it.
All right. Good. Yeah, good. That'll get you a job.
Go-to-itiveness.
Yeah, stick-to-itiveness, actually.
No. He's a go-to guy.
All right. That works. Now, Cream Pie, we just heard that you are under the impression that interning on this program, and more specifically doing the Big Boy Made a Duty series, has kept you from getting a job in radio.
Yes.
Yes. So you have said this and you believe it.
Partially, yes.
Now, why would you think that, in your own words here?
Because I played with shit.
Yeah, but Danny brought up a good point. Do you think potential employers are going to Google Big Boy Made a Duty and find you?
They may Google like Jared and Opie and Anthony show or something like that, or
they wouldn't find it.
They wouldn't find it under that. It's just under Cream Pie Jones, your professional name, and Big Boy Made a Duty. We'll check Jared, Opie, and Anthony. Jared videos. Let's see.
See, all you get is Jared's pube mustache.
Well, I don't think that's going to help his cause either.
Oh, my bad.
I think I'm the only one in the room that has to side with Cream Pie. I think the kid might have a bit of a point.
Oh, you do find it.
Oh, wait, it's all there.
It is the first result.
Every video is there.
Yeah.
Big Boy finds a duty hat. Big Boy finds a duty hat. Big Boy made a duty. Yeah. Cream
Weren't
Pie
there
Jones.
3? Wasn't it a trilogy?
Can we hear Big Boy Made a Duty? I want to hear his enthusiasm.
Wasn't it a trilogy, though? Didn't he make 3?
I think there was at least one more.
Third one wasn't as good as the first
it kind of jumped the septic tank.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the second one?
I want to see.
That's Big Boy finds a duty hat.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Where's the first one, Daniel?
The first one was epic.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So Cream Pie, apparently you are up there. So, and you think employers are Googling your name and finding these videos and saying no?
Wait, let's play the whole audio. Hold on, Cream Pie.
All right, let's give a listen.
One of my favorite videos that a lot of people still don't know about.
The wonderfulness that is Big Boy makes a duty.
And apparently, if you want to find it, all you have to do is Google Jared, Opie, and Anthony.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was so much harder to find. But people, it's. I get psyched, but I see Big Boy finds a duty hat.
Yeah, that's the second one.
And that's the second one.
The second.
Not as good as Big Boy.
Nah.
And by the way, Jared got paid money to do this.
What? How much? How much?
Jared.
Altogether, I think it was like $900.
Yeah, there you go. You should have fucking saved your money.
Two
What do you want
independent
from us?
films.
Yeah, really. All right, let's. Here it is.
Love the music.
The worst shit in the bowl, by the way. We're looking at.
You're welcome.
Hey, Jimmy, what happened in there?
Big Boy made a duty.
Did someone say Big Boy made a duty?
He's reaching into the toilet, lifting up Jimmy's poo.
Big Boy sure did make a duty.
Puts a tiny little duty hat on it.
Bye-bye.
And waves goodbye to it.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, he's waving with a shit-stained hand.
Put a duty hat on it. He's wearing a duty hat. Do you know how bad that looks to a potential boss? When you have, it looks like one of those, like a little paper boat, and it says duty hat on it.
Yeah, it's a paper boat hat that you wear upside down on your head. It's a big duty. It's a duty hat.
What the fuck you want from us? Grow a mustache and go on an interview.
Yeah. Give him a different name.
Exactly.
A different name and a different look. You'll be fine.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Is that funny?
Has anyone, do you know for sure that you've ever been turned down because of this?
I don't know for sure, but it just...
Yeah, because your radio skills are amazing, so it can't be that.
Make up something less damaging about your radio career, like "we" for a "we."
You could, obviously Opie knows where I'm coming from, and I obviously don't have a job in radio yet, but...
Why do
Opie
I
has a
know?
job?
Why?
He hosts the Opie and Anthony show.
He never made a duty hat. He kept it to the mustache.
Been doing this for 20-some-odd years. We've done some shitty stuff.
So where you working?
Yeah.
I am a waiter right now.
Where?
It's Zinna's Bistro. It's in Cranberry, New Jersey.
You bring people their food and they go, "Ew, you're duty hat guy. Don't touch my food."
Only the stew.
And it proves that it didn't affect you because what restaurant owner would fucking hire you knowing you'd play with duty in your spare time?
Well,
and Jared is also not taking into account the string of unsuccessful interns that the Opie and Anthony show has pumped out.
That's true. Not many big winners.
Has
big
one
hits.
gone on to fame?
I mean,
I know
you're
that
talking
one.
about.
I know the one kid made his video.
Yeah,
Oh God!
You guys want to watch that?
Oh, was that bad?
Wait, we see duty hat first. This duty hat was a good one, right?
Duty hat, the
It's
follow
not as
up.
good as the first one.
The follow up.
Sequels are never as good.
Let's see. I don't remember duty hat.
Very rare.
I don't even remember this one.
Boys, that felt wonderful. Yeah, great.
Is the opening to the hat facing up, or is the top of the hat?
The opening.
Oh, yeah.
The opening. Don't keep the door open, you fucking sicko.
I was going to fill it.
That's right.
Fill that hat up.
It looks like someone took the tail of a Manx cat. Fucking threw it in
Right,
there.
here's-
A little rotten.
By the way, for our
There's a cap in the toilet, and Opie shit in it. Stiff legging. You should have wiped it and threw it on his hat, and made him wear it. So you want your job? Put this on. Let's go for a take here. Here we go. And
Oh boy! A duty hat!
goes to his toilet. Hat has a log in it. He's rinsed the water out of it.
Come on, flip that on.
This is even. This could be the best. Oh, keep going. Keep going. This is perfect. He's looking into it. Come on now. He's drained all the water in here. Come on. Duty has time. He's having time. Duty has time. The improv. I don't like the improv. No, but you think. Does he have shit?
No, he didn't put the hat squarely on his head.
You didn't put the hat on. I'm not fucking accepting that. Why? You gotta put that hat on and pull the rim down.
Take 2. It's more duty in the hat.
Oh boy! A duty hat!
He's straightening the hat. Let's take 2. He's straightening the hat.
There it is.
They just smashed it on his head.
Oh, damn, Jim just hit him on top of the head. Holy shit. Oh, God. Let's go, duty head. Does he put duty head?
There's less in the hat.
He's shampooing his hair.
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. Duty hat. That was from a few years back.
Cream pie, you know.
What do you want?
What do you want from us?
Cream pie, that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's still there.
Bon Jovi got a job in radio.
Yeah?
Intern Bon Jovi. He works for
Shit hat video.
Duty.
Duty hat.
Shit would be tacky.
Yeah, well, duty.
Cream pie, congratulations. You made Sam's top 5 stupidest intern list.
Stupidest intern.
What do we have so far on that list?
So
Ricky
far it's
and Cream Pie.
Ricky, Cream Pie, LoveBuzz.
Right.
This kid.
All right, we got to go. Cream Pie, we got to let you go for now. Come in and say hi to us. We're not
Come on, Cream Pie, you douche.
I don't think they would allow us to do fucking duty hats here, so.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
All right, we got to move on to the next
strawberry
intern.
feet?
Special delivery, 9 to midnight Saturday.
Very good. Special delivery with Sam and Dave.
Thank you, Cream Pie.
Saturday nights at 9 Eastern.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, you got to explain this kid.
His name is
It's been a
Noah?
while.
All right.
This is Noah.
We actually, the last time there was a sick day and you guys did worst of, E-Rock and I recapped the whole Noah saga.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they know.
He was a
Hopefully.
rich kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the way he looked, talked, moved, everything he did was that of a gay person.
Not as gay as Sean, though.
He was more
Sean's
like,
gay.
No, I would
Sean-
say more gay than Sean.
Really?
he was more performance-oriented, flamboyant than Sean.
Yeah.
Sean's more like effeminate, but he's more flamboyant.
Yep. This guy is flamboyant,
And
right.
The famous chocolate strawberry to his nice shoes.
Yeah.
How did that go down? Because I don't remember anymore. He put the shoe on the table, and it enraged me. I had to throw a strawberry at it.
I think we were looking at his outfit, and he was explaining like how expensive his outfit was.
He dressed every day for his internship.
I think they were like
and clothes that none of us have.
I think they were Gucci loafers or something.
Yeah, and you asked to see him, and then he put one of his shoes up on the console, and he just fucking
hope he welled a strawberry at it.
Chocolate strawberry.
He was so mad.
This video,
all right, so
had to have cost a few bucks.
But what?
He made a music video.
Yeah, but all right, so he leaves our internship, and then what happened to the kid? He went to L.A. or something?
Well, he was always a budding pop star. He had this song while he was interning. He was working on it. Then he left the internship and was able to produce the video out in L.A.
Daddy must have given him the money.
Julia.
All right, Julia, remember? Julia?
We used to play it on our show before the video. We got to start from the beginning.
Yeah, start from the beginning. And listen, this is the most production they could get out of it, and he's terrible.
Our influences were really from like the Southern California skate punk rock.
I don't want to get behind the music with this kid.
Yeah, Mark Hoppus.
Yeah.
Something else going on there. All right.
Let's try to
Here it is.
How many views?
Now a big Cadillac pulls up, a big white a Rolls Royce pulls up.
How the fuck did he get that?
So far, it's very
Daddy.
trite.
Yeah, his father owned
so
like car
trite.
dealerships or something. He had plenty of cash.
It's Julia Jew, by the way.
As in Hebrew girl.
Jew. He's so bad and off key and everything.
You turn this up a little? I want to really crank this. Lyrically, it's good.
Julia, you're uncontrollable. Got me cornered on the floor, got me crying out for more. So much
It's like if you wrote the song, why would you put yourself in an octave that you can't hit? Like, why would you do that?
This is so bad.
She's great.
Catchy.
Yeah. Bump.
I like the Julie part.
He's holding a cane and white gloves.
Yeah.
It's good. It's dressed for a minstrel show.
Here comes the hook again.
Yeah.
Doesn't help that he's shorter than every girl in his video.
He fell off the curb and almost killed himself. Oh, what a
that bad falsetto is.
He's laying in like bags from expensive stores.
Yeah.
Girls are mobbing him in the same car scene, shown 8 times.
Slow motion club dance footage.
Oh, wow.
Someone break dancing.
What do you need break dancing in the video?
This has got to be a joke.
Oh, no. He was hoping this was going to be a big
No, he was serious. That was so bad. Julia.
I'd play this at a party. Stop making noise, you're spoiling the song!
And then look, the video's got to end.
Take me to Chanel.
He's the driver of the car.
See, he was not the big star.
See?
He's just.
Oh, wait, but look.
Or is he?
He tips his hat like, yeah.
What does that mean, you fucking fruit? I don't know. But at the end, it was like the reveal is like he's not this, he's just a fantasizing Rolls-Royce limo driver, but he tips and like kind of smiles at the camera.
Looked at the
yeah.
camera and tipped his hat like Burt Reynolds in fucking Smoking the Bandit when he pulled away from the behind the little shed.
But see, how does Cream Pie Jones expect to get a job if he doesn't have a pop song out?
Julia!
Duty hat!
I don't think his music career has taken off because
Duty.
I'm on his YouTube channel and he doesn't have any more songs or videos. And
Oh, that's it.
he hasn't logged in for a year.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Maybe the ninja got him.
Did he? But he doesn't make your top 5 stupid intern list, does he? He wasn't stupid.
He wasn't
He was
stupid.
annoying.
Yeah, he had his own thing.
Somebody's suggesting Frankenberry.
Frankenberry only lasted one day. He was so stupid.
Frankenberry.
He was traded to Ron and Fez immediately.
Right.
They were so pissed.
Who is that kid? He
don't
looked like
remember.
Dawson's Creek.
Clayton?
Clayton.
That was my class.
Oh, wow. That was that long ago?
Clayton
Holy
was
shit.
really stupid. Clayton,
Really stupid.
We went to
this is this is the epitome of this.
we went to Times Square with Clayton. I think we were going like walking to the Hard Rock or something for an event.
Yeah,
Trap Rock.
And Nathaniel,
Who?
Trap dog.
old guy. He
Stumpbrain?
no. There's a statue in Times Square. Somebody, I don't know. And Than points to Clayton and he goes, "Hey, you see that statue? That's Arthur Times." The creator of Times Square. And Clayton goes, "Oh, that's awesome!" Like,
No, but that was the same day.
believed it.
We walked down Broadway, where all the plays are. You know, the Broadway shows.
Yes.
Clayton actually turned to the guys on the show and said, "Hey, are there a lot of Broadway plays around here?"
On Broadway.
Actually asked that
in New
question.
York. Yeah.
So you're right. He's also intern Matt Damon. Should definitely be on the stupidest intern list.
Would this be your third pick?
Well, I have Ricky,
Cream Pie, and Ricky. That's
Cream
it.
Pie, LoveBuzz. LoveBuzz.
Well,
is
it ends with
definitely.
LoveBuzz is behind you waiting to talk.
who's that kid that went to Syracuse?
Sam Roberts?
Oh, Steve. Yeah.
A lot of people saying don't forget Adam the intern.
Adam was a liar. I don't know if he was
We
stupid.
had a lot of liars.
He was a horrible liar.
Because we had Eye Patch Guy, who was the biggest liar ever.
Right. You know who I was just
to be
thinking
part of this show.
I was just thinking of the other day was remember that he wasn't an XM intern, he was a CBS intern, but Jimmy was grilling him about why he was a virgin and like what he jerked off to.
And no, he used to come over to the XM side.
And then he stopped, right?
And Jim talked to him for like an hour, grilling him about jerking off. He was like, he had a buzz cut and always wore black basketball socks.
I don't remember.
But he took your line of questioning as offensive and stopped coming to the satellite side.
You're on?
Really? Derek hates that kid. He's just screaming his ugly fucking socks.
Yeah.
He's walking down the hallway.
That set Derek off great.
So there's
Did you like Intern David?
I loved Intern David.
Yeah, he was a classic.
He is stupid.
He's the number one intern of all time.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree.
He is the number one
He wasn't
intern.
stupid.
No, he was the greatest.
You're right.
You had mentioned Intern Adam. He was the one that we got into his email, and he was telling somebody that he got to meet Sylvester Stallone when he was on the show, but we never had him on the show.
Yeah. Well, we had like a phone call maybe.
But he didn't talk to him on the phone.
Right.
He didn't even come close to meeting him.
And then when he had to write to his advisor, I guess back at his college, he was just shitting on you guys, like how we treat him. And
he referred to you two. That's the one when he referred to you two as the talent in quotations.
right.
You guys gave him his comeuppance for that one.
What? Yeah.
What an asshole.
That's also how it says it in the contract here.
What a dick.
But he was a dick. He wasn't stupid. So it's Cream Pie Jones,
Ricky, LoveBuzz, which you.
What about Evan?
LoveBuzz, Evan,
Evan,
and Clayton.
How many pills is Evan up to?
Evan.
I don't. He's gone and he stopped talking to anybody.
How many milligrams was he up to?
He was taking 90 milligrams
Which
of
one was
Adderall
Evan?
a day.
Of Adderall.
He was tall, swivel hips, pissed all over himself.
Hips. Yeah.
What about the other guy that he used to get fucked up at all the live performances?
Anthony Comey.
You were never an intern.
No, used to. It was kind of a, I guess, short guy. He pissed people off all the time.
Oh my God!
Oh, he fucked up. He played.
Who, Bill?
Oh, Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Bill almost got his
Bill
fired.
Bill almost got us fired by replaying a bit that was like should have been burned.
I mean, he might win stupidest employee because he actually made it.
He actually made it into getting paid. That's right.
I liked Bill.
If it wasn't for Bill, Butcher wouldn't be on our staff.
Oh wow, Jesus.
Wow, not much excitement after that statement.
Great.
E-Rock.
Good one, E-Rock.
Right on.
You're also forgetting intern Nosferatu, who would fall asleep standing up or sitting in a chair.
No, wait a minute. I remember stupidest
Like a horse.
intern. Wait.
Let's not forget about Nosferatu.
Well, Nosferatu was good.
We
but
play the music whenever you walk in.
He was the ugliest intern.
What about the
he
guy
was very ugly.
who he came down from Boston? Remember, he was like married with a kid. Tim, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I liked him.
He boiled all sorts of eggs, and they weren't hard boiled, so we locked him in the studio and pelted hard boiled, semi-hard boiled eggs at him.
He needed hard-boiled eggs.
Opie says, I like Tim, and Danny reminds him, yeah, Tim's the guy that you locked in a studio and threw raw eggs at. Yeah, that guy you liked.
I liked him.
His marriage and his whole family fell apart because he wanted to be an intern.
He was from Springfield, Mass.
Yeah, and he would drive down here and then sleep
Twice
in
a
his
week
car.
or something?
Yeah, and he would just sleep in his car for his internship and then drive back to Massachusetts.
And wasn't he 40
God.
or something?
No, he wasn't
was
that
the other
old,
guy.
but
Who was the oldest intern? He was 40.
Well, there was
Scott.
No,
Scott.
technically, I think, wasn't the oldest intern the guy that only lasted recently, like 2 weeks? Robert Goulet.
John Waters. Intern John Waters.
Robert Goulet.
He got upset because he was scolded. Kenny scolded him at one point for breaking one of the rules. And
which is what? No smiling.
When Kenny scolds the interns, he makes his point very clear.
Yes.
And it's not jovial about it, so he took not so well to that. He didn't last too long.
Wow.
But Scott, the other 40-year-old intern, he lasted a full semester, and he was actually a good intern. Much better than most of these guys.
But he was 40.
He was 40.
Well, that's why he was probably better at things.
He's way
more
better
life
than
experience.
LoveBuzz.
There was also intern Tom, who Jimmy insisted was assigned to bring in his food because he had such short arms that Jimmy called him Jurassic Park arms.
Yeah, Jurassic.
Remember him?
No!
Yeah, no, because we used to play the Jurassic Park music every time he walked into the studio.
That's right.
And we had to point out how
I love entrance
horrible
music. We need to
Yeah, entrance music really is good, man.
We had a point out how bad his little arms were.
One of the best stories of the virus interns was Bobby the Champ, who went from being Ron and Fez's MVP guy. He walked around with a championship belt on. He was the champion of interns, #1.
For Ron and Fez?
Yes, and then he walked on to the Opie and Anthony show. And not only, first he was just a nobody, and then he became Bobby No Homo. He was the one who did all he was known for was touching the staffers.
Bobby No Homo.
That's right.
Holy shit.
I forgot about it.
And then Jay Moore got naked and molested. In studio, Jay Moore took all of his clothes off and mounted Bobby the Intern.
What a bunch of fucking clowns.
Yeah.
Wow, internship programs have changed since I was an intern.
There was
remember when I was an intern? We had that show that we could
What
probably
show?
talk about now.
No show.
Oh yeah, that one. That was a fun one.
Nosferatu.
Was that when we first started?
Yeah.
Is that with the bats? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't fuck anybody unprotected on an office desk.
No one did. Of course not.
We had to sit out 2 years, 3 months, and we almost were refired a week back.
Oh yeah,
a week, maybe 2 weeks.
No,
back.
you know what? I think it was about
a month.
Yeah, we were all.
I think it was about 6 weeks.
It was November.
Yeah.
Put it this way, it was
before
really
Thanksgiving.
close to us being first back on the air.
6 weeks. We almost
about that.
got fired again.
What do you mean, the fucking passed out girl being carried across 57th Street like a sack of shit and through the lobby while I might have been sticking my dick in someone with no condom in what would someday be Ron and Fez's office? That non-event?
What about
wasn't shit?
What about the naked girl that was trying to sober up outside on 57th Street as real business people are going to work? There was a loading dock involved.
Hiding stuff behind false walls.
Yeah. What? Tampering with evidence.
What about the girl that was naked trying to leave the studio and basically trying to open a window to leave?
To jump out the 5th floor window.
She walks past Anthony thinking there's a door.
Oh, that was great.
Not even a clue there was a door there.
There was a Twitter from somebody. I guess it's a prospective intern. Somebody.
Oh yeah, we interviewed him.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Did he tell you that I was like, oh brother?
Yeah, I said.
Here it comes.
I said generally you should probably keep off the Twitter and message. Oh yeah, I know. I already learned that. I told him that maybe when you're coming to intern and you're a big fan of the show, pay attention to what other interns have gotten in trouble for, and maybe don't do that.
Yeah, there was one intern that just like randomly started texting or PMing through a message board, PMing my ex-girlfriend.
Why?
She was my girlfriend at the time. Just from posts, and he's like, yeah, let me do that. I don't know what his name was. Mike? No.
I remember. Who did that?
I remember the story. I don't remember the
Yeah, it was on the air.
But my chick at the time, she's like, check this out. This is one of your interns. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, I go, just keep going then. Keep talking, because he had no idea. So back and forth with messages and stuff. He's telling shit about the show.
Oh, perfect.
And stuff. And I'm just watching. I'm like, all right.
Did he know it was your girlfriend?
No. Had no clue. And
wow.
I saw everything he was writing. And then it was his last day was coming up like within days. So I just waited until it was his last day. I go, oh, so you want a good, good little report or something? I go, by the way, what were you doing on the message boards, PMing people about the show? I didn't do that. Oh, really? You calling my girlfriend a liar? What do you mean? What? I go, all of those are being sent to my house, you dummy. I read every single one of them. He turned white. He turned fucking white.
I have a theory that for whatever reason, Sirius XM and XM gave us and gives us the worst interns that apply to be on satellite radio.
I can't imagine that other shows have interns as bad as ours.
The Morning Mashup has these interns that they're like going out and doing stuff, and they're coming up with these great ideas.
Professional.
They're like, why do you treat your interns so poorly? And I mean, I try to give these interns the benefit of the doubt.
Before we got to get 2 more on your top 5 stupidest intern list.
Harry T.
Yeah, that was
Harry T. Another one who went from
Oh, he went
Just-
from fucking rags to riches to rags.
To rags. To worse.
Harry T. We
That was another one
booted
from
him
my
over
class.
to Ron and Fez, right?
Well, yeah, him and me interned for the same Opie and Anthony class.
Yeah.
And then he, even though he was a shitty Opie and Anthony intern, ended up producing Ron and Fez.
I called him a lying sack of cunt.
Correct.
You guys are missing. You're missing another one.
Yeah.
British Bob.
Oh, he was great.
Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, it's Bob. He had nothing going on. He just walk in there and smile like, yeah.
Just rosacea.
No, one day
British Bob.
one day we decided that he had to be British, even though he's from Jersey, and we refused to acknowledge. We refused to acknowledge him unless he talked British.
And he did the worst British accent.
Oh, he couldn't even do
So
it.
we have some audio of British
He ruined
Bob,
it. And Bob's your uncle.
and we never let it go. We refused to let it
No.
go.
There was also the one intern.
Well, do you remember? I was going to say, do you remember Ugly Betty?
Oh,
she was
she
over at
she didn't last.
CBS.
K-Rock, and she read some of the feedback.
She lasted about 3 days, and then I remember during the interview, we're like, "Look, it's a rough environment. You're going to get made fun of, like the whole spiel that the intern applicants get when they come in to apply."
The applicant is a bum.
So I think it was like her second or third day, and then Opie called her Ugly Betty, and she never showed up again.
Me again. Why is it always me?
Betty.
Why is it always me?
There was
the
the
collection we have had.
the one intern who lost his internship because he punched Steve in his chest.
Oh, yeah, that was so funny. He fucking flare chopped Steve by accident.
Because Bon Jovi had this prank that he used to do because this kid was very serious, and Bon Jovi, the intern, used to go behind him and call him Salt Neck and pour salt packets on his neck. Whenever he bent over,
What the fuck does that even mean?
he'd be like, he'd pour salt on his neck and say, "What's up, Salt Neck?"
We have a lot of fun after the show.
And then one day, Bon Jovi did it. He poured salt. The kid swings around to punch, and all that's there is Steve's barrel chest.
Wow.
And Steve...
Salt neck punches cum mouth.
Steve was not happy with that and let him know that his internship had just ended.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
What about the first Noah? Remember the first one? He came in. He was part of the original interns on the XM portion.
Really?
When I think it might have been a Cherry Darts thing where some chick came in and she was like a porn star / escort or something, and then like the girl liked him and ended up going home with him.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy. His name was Noah.
Yeah.
Wait, was he Noah? He was Noah, and she was from Cleveland.
I don't remember.
And Jimmy was working the girl, too.
Yeah.
And she picked Noah, the
That's
intern.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I remember that.
She wanted to
very
charge
good.
me like $5,000 to fuck her.
And she gave it to him for nothing.
Yeah. Well, good move to get plugs, dumb whore. Get back to Cleveland. Hope she's blowing doornails now. Hope she's got her mouth wrapped around a railroad spike. She's sucking that for some fucking fetish company.
If it's any consolation, we were once doing the walk over to XM, and randomly he was walking down the street, and he said, "Hey guys, what's up?" And everybody said hi, and in the middle of everything, Danny, being the sensitive boy that he is, just stuck his finger out and said, "Ha ha, you don't work here."
Yeah, but you know what? I think he stayed in radio. He got a gig somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. Hopping, I think.
All right, so finally, you got
Okay.
Cream Pie,
Jones,
Ricky,
LoveBuzz.
2 more on your stupidest intern list.
I thought we were doing Clayton.
Yeah, Clayton.
You gave the Clayton story.
And who should be 5th? I mean, Matt Damon was stupid.
Damon. I love it. I mean, they give him names and just fuck with him.
He was like this really good-looking guy who was used to being like the king of his school. And for the last 30 days of his internship, every day we'd go back to XM, we'd put a giant Tupperware bin over his head and just start smacking it for like a half an hour. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's torture.
Don't forget Renee.
Renee, she wasn't stupid.
No,
she
she's
was
nice,
pretty
though.
good.
She was
good.
Yeah.
Renee was a good intern.
Fuck.
Renee and Jill are the 2 female interns we've had, and they have been better than almost any male intern.
Any of the guys, yeah.
They're doing well, too. They both have
Yeah,
kids.
they both have jobs.
Renee doesn't.
Oh.
She's looking.
She was,
She's over at
for...
Z100 or something.
They let her go.
Well, I don't even know if she was working or just
Oh, maybe
interning.
she was interning for them. But I mean, LoveBuzz is really...
He's right behind you.
That's fair. LoveBuzz is making his way to the top of the list very fast.
LoveBuzz, aren't you excited that maybe in the future on the show we'll be reminiscing about dumb interns and your name will come up?
Oh, I can't wait. Actually, the thing I have to say about it is... To
put everything into context, he came to me this weekend and said, you know, the internships are ending. I'm sticking around for another semester. There's going to be new interns coming in, and I'm really excited that I'm going to be going to the next level and becoming the lead intern here.
Really?
Yeah, and I had a bad morning to start off my first day as the lead intern. He just
did
up.
air quotes.
Yeah.
How'd you fuck up, LoveBuzz?
I forgot to ask Sam what he wanted for breakfast. So Sam beat me down for about 10 minutes.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Well, he asked everybody else except me and made me feel like I didn't matter.
Yeah.
No, you
got him on a pay no mind list, kid?
Exactly.
You got to call up cartoon companies, man.
He forgets Jim's
Audition for a
beverage
cartoon.
every other day. It's not right. In the interviews, Steve's quote is, once you've mastered the art of getting coffee, you move on to other things, which applies to getting breakfast. LoveBuzz has been here an entire semester and hasn't even come close to mastering food orders.
Why can't you master food orders?
I'm really dyslexic. Like, I don't want to fuck up the money. Like, my main concern is bringing back the wrong change, and I guess that just
How about the wrong order?
I told him what I wanted today. He didn't write it down.
Yeah,
and then he came back and he said, "What did you?"
Hey, it's like one of those waiters. You go into the restaurant and you blurt out your order, and they don't even take it down.
They just nod at you.
Yeah.
Troy
How
and
about
me
you write it down?
have
I'm not
taught-
impressed with your nodding skills.
Exactly. Troy and me have taught LoveBuzz and Dustin how to do things in the Prophet audio system. Dustin always writes down in his little notebook, and LoveBuzz never does. And you can ask him any question.
And I bet LoveBuzz
he won't know anything.
Won't remember anything, right?
What have you learned here, LoveBuzz?
What have I learned here?
Yeah, your semester's over.
Yeah.
Well, before I started here, if you remember my first day, you played those videos. Well, I like to interview people.
remember. They don't remember.
Sorry, you guys don't remember. Well,
I remember the videos where you yell at people or whatever.
Yeah,
you yelling
yeah.
at your ex-girlfriend.
Well,
they were truly
Sam
terrible.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
Uneventful.
Even when I did them, I did say these are pretty bad, and people were angry that I did them. But anyway, Sam taught me not to make myself the center of attention in an interview and come up with clever questions and make the person sound stupid instead of just taking over.
He lost me.
Yeah, I know.
No one knows what he's talking about.
Sorry.
And he has make the person sound stupid because then the people know me that it's not stupid, but the stupid person. What?
Sam just taught me not to be the center of attention.
The problem is that he's telling you things that he's quote-unquote been taught but has not applied to anything.
He's got a weird voice.
Yeah, his hair is like a fucking Lego person.
It's a cartoon voice, though.
It's almost like a lisp thing, but then there's a talking kind of a nasal voice thing.
And he's dumb, too.
It's dumb as dirt.
You really are.
Yeah.
You are dumb.
You're a dummy. You're really a dummy.
LoveBuzz,
How did you get through school being
Are
so
you dumb?
stupid?
I'm not dumb. I go to Stony Brook.
Like,
That's going to be LoveBuzz's
shit.
quote of infamy now.
That is a great one. Yeah, we'll be like, remember LoveBuzz? Who was he? Remember the guy that said, I'm not dumb, I go to Stony Brook? Oh, yeah,
Well,
that's
it's a really
dummy.
hard school to get into.
Shoot us with, give us some knowledge.
It's harder to drive out there.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty much the hard part of getting to Stony Brook is the drive.
How would you impress us with your brain right now?
Yeah, give us a little knowledge.
Something where we go, holy shit.
Yo, get your fucking knowledge on.
Yeah. What would you come up with?
Spit some knowledge.
Something that proves you're not dumb.
Go.
Oh, this is great. Now I'm on the spot. Now I'm really gonna look dumb.
Go.
Got to give us something.
Well, you gotta give me a subject.
Nothing.
No,
you go to
some
school.
knowledge.
You got to give us
How
something.
about you just impart
or this is your last day.
You impart some knowledge
You'll fire
on
him on the
us
spot.
that
Right.
you have learned, that you feel you know, and maybe we're not familiar with. Something you're knowledgeable with. Go ahead.
Go.
Share some knowledge. Like if I was to do it, I would probably tell a little something about avionics or something. That's something I'm interested in.
History.
History,
Well,
things like
Hitler or
that. So
something.
go ahead.
Go.
I do love to write. Like, writing's always been one of my strong points.
So what are you going to tell? I don't. This isn't a what do you like.
What kind of writing?
This is a give us some knowledge. Teach us something. Yeah. Go.
Lesson 2, dead air is not good for a radio show.
You make the virus look like Stephen Hawking.
What are you doing? Come on.
Give us something.
Give us some knowledge. Teach.
Come on.
You must know something that we don't know.
What makes a good paper? How do you be a good writer?
Oh my God, his mouth is all dry. Did you just see that? Sam goes, what makes a good paper? He goes, paper.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking gargling with Elmer's glue.
Oh my God, are you stupid?
You all right?
Oh, I'm fine.
You got cotton mouth.
It's just...
No one give him water.
No, of course not. Go ahead, Sand Lips, talk.
What kind of writing do you do?
I like creative writing. Like,
good.
Have you written anything for the show, or?
I have written stuff for the show.
You have?
Like what?
Anything we've used?
I wrote a Twitter promo, actually.
I wrote. By the way, you just heard the writer say I've wrote. How is that supposed to be spoken? What should you have said there instead of I've wrote?
I have written a Twitter promo in the past.
Sure.
Love this kid. Oh my God.
So stupid, right?
Yeah. So fucking stupid.
So come on, sock tongue, tell us something.
Sock tongue.
Tell us something. Like, impart us a little knowledge, please.
Yeah, come on.
You can do it.
Give us a little lesson on something you know about. It doesn't necessarily have to be from school. It could be from anything you've learned that you thought maybe was a little interesting.
Go
ahead.
You're up.
All right. Oh, hey, look, more dead air. All
right. Go.
One thing I'm really interested in, actually, is, like, there's this whole...
Holy fuck. That was just, like, you know when you ask a little kid, like, so what did you do on your summer vacation?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, what I did on my summer vacation is...
as he's trying to think of... Why don't you don't know anything?
What do you major in at Stony Brook?
Journalism.
Okay, so tell us something about
No.
journalism.
I wanted to finish that thought. He was going somewhere there.
Thought.
What was it?
I've been really interested in cyberbullying. Like, Facebook and Twitter and this other website.
I mean, he's looking to get into it.
No.
Start cyberbullying.
I've actually...
Oh.
So people cyberbully on this Facebook you speak of?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Why are you interested in that?
Because I like to see how people react on the internet as to how they would react in person.
The internet.
So
as to how they would react.
As to how they would react.
As opposed to how they would react
On
in
the
person.
internet?
Yeah?
Yeah.
On the internet.
So what have you found? What's your, you have a theory on anything, or?
Well, I had bothered...
Hypothesis?
Well, I bothered this one person on the internet a few weeks ago.
And this was an experiment?
Yeah, he was talking trash about me at my old job. And I decided to confront him a little.
Confront him. He can't speak.
Carolina Man just writes, I love it when you guys break people's souls. It's hilarious. All right, continue, LoveBuzz. Where do you used to work?
I used to work in a Pathmark.
He's a genius.
And then after that, I've worked in child support for Suffolk County.
Jesus.
Anyway, as you were saying...
Oh, God.
Oh.
That was it? That was the whole story? You teased somebody on Facebook and that's why you're smart?
No, he just started calling me... He started calling me a bitch. And then I went on his line at Pathmark, because he's a cashier there, and he was very friendly to me. I just found it interesting that... Oh, God. This isn't going good. It's just stares.
You haven't said anything. They're waiting for you to get to the point.
I just like how people are braver on the internet than in person.
This is something Anthony has said how many times?
Like everybody that gets shit said about them, you're always like, well, you know, I'd like to confront them maybe and do it face to face and not over the intern tubes.
So LoveBuzz's way of proving that he's smart is people are braver when they are not face to face with you.
And his way of conveying his smarts to you is letting you know that he was on CompuServe once.
Is that it, LoveBuzz?
Yeah.
Is that all? Can we read all about it on your GeoCities page?
Yeah. Would you like to?
It's Angel Fire. You upgraded.
Do you realize you've imparted nothing to us? You've given us no knowledge, nothing that you felt you knew that you could tell us.
Look, I'm really nervous. I don't know what you want me to say. Just keep on laughing at me.
Here's something. Okay, look, I'll just tell you this.
He just said, "Look, I'm really nervous."
If you have an aircraft,
yeah,
there are forces working on that aircraft when it's flying.
Mm-hmm.
There is thrust, which moves it forward, lift, which makes it go in the air, gravity, which is trying to pull it down, and drag, which is trying to keep it from going forward, and that's why you have the thrust, the energy, and that is pretty much the four basic. The four basic.
Catching LoveBuzz.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Forces.
What happened? You enroll in Stony Brook?
It's just that it's contagious.
Yeah, it's no. The four basic forces working on an aircraft to make it fly. Things you have to overcome. Things that overcome, and you have flight. See, that's just something that I knew that I figured I'd tell you.
Thank you.
Now, is there anything you know that you could tell us?
I know where you can find some Y stickers.
Yeah, they're in the office.
Go on.
See?
Where's the nearest Tim Hortons?
It's like a block away from here.
All right, maybe you should go. You have nothing. You have no knowledge.
You really have no knowledge.
I'm drawing a blank right now. Everyone's just looking at me. You just put me on the spot.
Yeah, but you've been on the spot. I've been on the spot. Yo, look, I'm bored with it, all right? All right? I go dancing. That's all I know. I go dancing on the weekends down at the disco.
We're still trying to get knowledge
I don't have any knowledge to say right now because I really am drawing a blank.
I don't have any knowledge to say.
I have nothing to say right now.
But there's got to be something you know. Just tell us anything that you know.
You're on the radio.
Give us a factoid. Yeah. Just anything.
Oh, boy.
You're wearing a Lakers shirt. Does that mean anything?
I don't know.
Give us one fact.
Wait, does the Lakers shirt mean anything?
I like the Lakers.
I got Oh, my God.
What do you like about the Lakers? We'll go there.
Oh, of course, Kobe Bryant.
Right.
Yeah. I enjoy it.
Yeah. We're done here.
But you know what? Even if you don't know the NBA, everyone would say Kobe Bryant.
I know Kobe Bryant.
Right. And Sam hates sports.
He's one of the greatest. I think he's one of the greatest players of all time.
He's a good player, but
yeah,
Go ahead. You're onto something.
I look up to people who do really good in life.
Should be everyone but you.
Oh. Wow, that means you're never looking down. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Lakers. Kobe Bryant.
What's another person who plays for the Lakers?
Another person? Lamar Odom. Does he still play for the Lakers?
Oh, Jesus.
You're a rabid fan.
Oh.
You're wearing the shirt.
Well, I like Kobe Bryant. I'm not going to say I'm a crazy Lakers fan. I'm just a big fan of Kobe
I don't know
Bryant.
any other team members. Nothing crazy.
You just like accused rapists in Colorado, whoever that is.
I'm so glad it's an individual sport all of a sudden.
Yes. What's length times width?
Length times width.
How many?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I do know that.
How many quarters in a basketball game?
There's 4.
All right.
Length times width.
Isn't that area?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
How many minutes in a quarter?
There are 15. Wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm just on the spot.
You're wearing the shirt.
He doesn't know anything about basketball. That's not where his knowledge base is.
Is it, weren't you right? 15?
It's 12.
It's 12 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
That's what Opie said.
Anything you can teach us.
You know anything about anything?
Is there anything about anything?
I'm a big fan of baseball. I could give you.
All right, give us something about baseball. Ant's a big fan of baseball.
Yeah, I
or
love
the Yankees
baseball.
anyway.
Reggie Jackson has 586 home runs.
Right.
I think you can look that up. The only people to have 2 triple crowns each are, I think it's Frank Robinson and Ted Williams. Frank Robinson. Frank Williams.
Hold on a second. I want to talk to Warren Haynes.
Fucking Ozzy. Fucking Ozzy, what, 1980?
Yeah, that's a very like early 80s Ozzy.
Early 80s?
Yeah, that's right.
What a fucking mess.
Frank Robinson is also the only player to have the triple crown in both the National and the American League.
No, that's not true.
It's not? I thought it was.
And he didn't win it twice.
He didn't.
He didn't?
No.
Oh, I thought he did.
So in the future, you can impress people with the knowledge that it was Ted Williams and Rogers Hornsby.
Okay.
Right.
I was right about Ted Williams.
Yes, you were half right.
Right. So
That's not bad.
Yes, and Roger Hornsby.
I'll give you a 50 on a test.
yeah, that's failing. Unfortunately, that's a failing grade.
Yes.
So
What else do you know about baseball? Big baseball fan, Ant.
well, no, it would
Yeah,
be what
yeah,
do you
he's
know?
huge.
No, what else? Because so far it's nothing.
true.
Yeah. So what
Give
do
us something
you
you know about baseball.
Well, I've kind of waned off the baseball. Yeah, well, I haven't been able to watch it too much since I started here. I've been going to sleep earlier.
But you're the one who brought it up.
And there's games on during the day.
I watch
Not much of a
wrestling.
fan.
And there's articles about those games.
Travis,
highlights.
how do you keep up with baseball?
I don't know. I got to go to bed early.
There's ESPN.
Sports Center, the internet.
I thought you just said you were a big fan of baseball.
He's talking to you, LoveBuzz.
Oh,
Come on, LoveBuzz.
What do I do when I go home?
No, Opie said I thought you were a big fan of baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just this season I've kind of just waned off of it.
Oh, perfect.
What's your favorite team?
Well, I'm a Yankee fan.
All right, name 4 guys on the Yankees.
There's Derek Jeter.
Of course.
Well, that's an easy one.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
That's why I said of course.
By the way, he's twitching so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Who else on the Yankees?
An obscure one is Randy Wynn. They have fucking what's his name? Sorry, he's a backup dude.
It's okay. Oh no, he's stopping it. He's stopping it too.
No, I'm really good with
but
Derek
he's a big Yankee
No.
He's stupid. I told you. He's just he doesn't have the power to retain
There's Curtis
information.
Granderson.
Yeah.
There's Cano. There's Pettit. See,
He's going to the bullpen.
yeah.
You know we're giving you a quiz that we would give an
Sabathia.
8-year-old, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm really good with the stuff.
You're not.
I
You're the
am.
opposite
I'm
of
just
good.
Drawing a blank whenever I come in this room.
Ew, is right. What the fuck? All right, so you're a big baseball fan. I think he proved that. Ant.
Yes.
I think he proved that.
Yeah. He is really stupid.
He is. He's so he can't retain any information.
You're really dumb.
No, he's a Laker fan. He knows Kobe Bryant. Do you know the Lakers are still in it?
They're not.
All right.
How do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know?
I do know.
Do you?
Yeah.
Who knocked him out?
Who did knock him out?
Did he ask you?
I don't know. I just know they're not in it.
All right.
Wow. That is a stupid response.
Travis is telling me that they have a game tonight.
They start the Western Conference Finals tonight. You're very in it.
You are really, really stupid.
So out of all the teams, there's 4 that are still in it, and they're one.
And you're wearing the shirt.
You were wrong when I asked when you were asked about the Lakers, and then when I said, "Do you know?" and you said yes, you were also wrong about that.
So you're a fan of the Lakers and Kobe Bryant, but you didn't know they were out, or you thought they were out.
Thought they were out.
And you're a fan of the Yankees, and you sort of named a few players.
Not watching this season, Hope.
He's so stupid.
Yeah, he is.
Anything else?
No, I don't have anything.
You're a big baseball fan. What place are the Yankees in right now? Your
They're
team.
in second.
Who's in first?
The Tampa Bay Rays are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And last are the Orioles. Third are the Red Sox. And
he has the start
next
of
to
being the
Blue Jays.
Rain Man, and then he falls apart.
But he falls apart. He's Rain Man without any of the genius part
Right.
of
Like,
Rain Man,
all of a sudden you think
which
he's
is
gonna
just a
rattle out-
retard.
Right. You think he's going to rattle off some stuff where you're like, holy shit, and then it just fucking the wheels fall off.
Here comes the savant part, but no, we only get idiot.
He looks at toothpicks and just goes, they fell. Doesn't think to count them.
He's just like Rain Man, but except all of his facts are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Rain Man miscounted toothpicks all the time.
Yeah, he just has the hot water burn baby part.
I actually have a story about Mitch Fatel.
Oh, here we go.
You kind of sound like him a little bit. A little bit.
Liam.
By the way, the video of the girls dancing, we did that. We were way ahead of this fucking video.
Oh, of course.
With the 7, 8-year-olds doing the fucking Heine dance?
Yeah.
They're playing everywhere today?
Because now there's outrage, I guess.
Yeah, we started that whole fucking thing.
What are you going to do?
All right, go ahead, LoveBuzz.
Yeah, Liam told me that Mitch Fatel was in, and you've told me that I sound like Mitch Fatel, so I wanted to meet him. So he told me, wait by the elevators, because Mitch Fatel he'll be coming out of Howard's wing. So I get a text from intern Charlie. He was asking me something about work. And
what was he asking about work?
I don't remember what he asked me.
How does it pertain to the story?
Well, no, because I looked down at the text really
Holy
quick.
Shit.
And Mitch Fatel passes right by me. And the elevator door closes, and I go to try.
That's the story?
No, I want to know what happened.
Come on, Sam.
Sorry.
And when I go to
he's got my
maybe get the door open, he keeps on pushing the button to maybe get the elevator to open, and it just doesn't open. And he's like, sorry. And that's it.
Then what happened?
What if you have to say, and that's it?
Oh, by the way, the Red Sox are in 4th place. Thank you, JD, in New York City. So you got that wrong, too. That was your Mitch Fatel story?
Yeah. He just passed by me. This is my chance to meet him.
Mitch Fatel. Wow. Probably be up again.
This kid works better than warm milk, though. I'm all sleepy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
wonderful.
Like, his stupidity is just intoxicating.
He is stupid.
Any other stories? That was pretty good.
No, I don't really have. If I tell a story, it's just not going to be interesting. Well, last time Mick Foley was here, I got to meet Mick Foley. And I actually got to talk to him for about an hour or so, and I do the show rundowns.
Yeah,
an hour?
Yeah.
I don't know why he's bothering our guest. That's a fireable offense.
That is a fireable intern offense, by the way.
I was working on something, and he sat next to me. So
what are you working on?
Well, I was working on editing the show rundown, and he wanted to use my computer.
We're listening.
Well, he wanted to use my computer, and he ended up deleting all the work I had done that morning.
Probably did it because you bugged him.
Well, he started talking to me. In the beginning, I didn't
What were you
talk.
talking about with McFoley? He's a very interesting guy. He's got a lot of good stories.
He was talking about, he had done a show. I don't know, some woman was the host of it. I forgot what show it was. And he was just telling me about that.
What's your favorite Mick Foley memory?
Wait. That was the end of your story?
That's his Mick Foley story.
That was your Mick Foley story.
His stories are the
Jimmy
dullest.
is officially sleeping.
Yeah, Jimmy is just, he put his head on the mic. He's just taking a snooze. Do you realize what you've done?
Wait, your Mick Foley story is he was telling you about being on a show where there was a female host.
Well, I don't remember
And that's where
what
the
show it
story
was.
ended. But that's where the story ended. That's the setup usually.
What are you talking about?
I just met Mick Foley. He was one of my heroes growing up.
We
That's the
got that
story.
part. Wow. Wow. That's all I could say is wow.
It was a female host of the show. I don't know if you...
Yeah. And I figured thered be more info after that, or more story after that.
Right.
No,
Big fan of
not
Mick
with
Foley.
LoveBuzz. That's where it ends.
Yeah.
He's his hero.
Told me about a show he was on where there was a female host.
I'm stunned.
He could retell the Mitch Fatel took an elevator downstairs story.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was pretty
at
good.
least was a
We
great
need more stories
story.
like that.
Do you
Yeah.
want me to retell it for you guys?
No,
Shut up.
Oh.
Just shut up.
No, that would be bad. All right.
I think he rates right up there.
I told you he might be the stupidest intern.
He could be, out of all the ones you've mentioned, the top ones through history.
He gets food orders wrong a semester in. 3 months.
Yeah.
It's not new stuff.
God damn. Why is that hard again? Because you got to keep track of the money?
I don't want to mess up the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the important part. Forget about getting the order right.
Yeah, so just don't even take the order.
Yeah.
That way, worry about the money.
But how could the money be complicated?
It's not.
How is that complicated?
It's not complicated. I just don't want to bring people back the wrong change.
We all did it. It's fairly easy.
All right, well, he's wearing a Lakers jersey, but he didn't know that the Lakers are playing tonight, even though there's only 4 teams left.
Kobe.
And he knows Kobe Bryant.
He knows Derek Jeter.
Yes.
He knows some of the most famous athletes on the planet.
Sports guy.
But he's a big baseball guy.
He is.
But he doesn't watch because
he's got a 3-day-a-week internship.
So you're going to be the head intern?
Yes, I am.
Sam, make him the head
So
intern.
who said you have to? Yeah, yeah.
You have to right now. Make it
Absolutely.
official.
You know why? Because a new crop of interns will come in. You make him head intern, and they'll all be in no time. They'll be like, he is the dumbest motherfucker,
they'll be so
and
pissed
I have to listen to him.
And we have one other intern sticking around because he's only been here for half a semester. Dustin, who's the bald, redheaded guy that wants to get
Kill
a
us all.
tattoo on the air.
Right. Oh, yeah, he wants a wild tattoo on his head?
On the back of his head.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's good. That lasts a lifetime.
LoveBuzz is going to be his boss, though.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? How are you going to set the rules and stuff? You got anything in mind? Because you can't just be the head intern. You got to actually do stuff.
Leadership.
Leadership. Thank you, Sam. You got to put your foot down immediately. How are you going to do that?
Oh, God damn it.
Okay. See, what ends up happening is the proverbial students will become the teacher. This is the leadership that they're...
Yeah, how are you going to put your foot down? You can't just be lead intern.
You're not going to have respect, and if you don't respect, the people don't respect you, you're fucked.
You need managing skills. Like, what's your management skill set or something? You know what I mean? Like, what do you expect from the interns below you?
I expect them to work very hard and to their fullest potential.
Oh.
Don't worry, Sam, I got this.
All right, continue. Good.
I'm not worried.
Okay.
That's it. That's the whole... No, he was talking to you when he said continue.
You know what? Andy, very mad because he's all caps. He goes, how the fuck can you be a bald, redheaded kid? But we all understood what you meant by that.
Exactly. There wasn't even a question.
We didn't.
So,
yeah.
LoveBuzz.
Hey.
What are you going to teach the new interns?
Jimmy, you gave up on this? I don't blame you.
It's like white noise. For like the last half hour, it's been...
And why the name LoveBuzz? Because Chrissy in Iowa needs to know.
Well, LoveBuzz was my email, and LoveBuzz happens to be my favorite Nirvana song.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so did you get the email? Theme music. Wait, did you hear how he said that?
Well, my favorite song.
Coincidentally.
Yeah, coincidentally.
Nirvana made a song.
No, my favorite.
He had an email that was LoveBuzz and Anthony.
No.
His favorite Nirvana song was LoveBuzz.
Yeah.
My favorite Nirvana.
I love Nirvana, and my favorite song is LoveBuzz, so I decided to make an email account stating that. What? Sorry.
Oh, you pretty much said it for me.
It's so fucking stupid.
Really dumb.
I am beside myself.
Please say stupefied. I love when you say that.
I'm stupefied.
Yeah.
You really are not a smart man. You're not.
He's going to be running the internship program.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
All the new interns will have to go through him before they can ask me questions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite intern moment of all time, by the way, because this is sort of where we're going with him, was when we made David in charge. And then he had to give the rest of the interns reviews.
Yes.
And he dressed up in a suit and tie.
In a suit and tie.
We set up a desk. And he had no problem telling these guys what their problem.
He was great.
We sat him at a desk.
I miss
That's
him
right.
every day.
Yeah, Dave was the best.
You know, I saw him the other day.
You saw Intern David?
Yeah, it was.
Is he lending money?
Patrice was in, and Patrice was at this restaurant on Broadway in Times Square, and I was walking home, and I went, "Fuck, Patrice!" You know, he was just on the show, whatever. So I sat down with him and hung out with him a little bit. Intern Dave walks by, stares me right in the eye, panics, and runs away. And he was all dressed up like he was going on an interview or something.
He probably didn't get the job.
Of course, he's on his way home from an interview.
Yeah.
It didn't go well.
Are we done with LoveBuzz for now?
Oh,
He's not getting any smarter.
No.
They did pretty good.
LoveBuzz, wow.
He's the new guy. He's the new...
oh, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
No. He's he's been here a full semester.
Oh, really?
He's the new head intern in charge.
I love the fact that he's wearing a Lakers shirt. Didn't know the Lakers were playing tonight.
That's correct.
But he's a big fan
of Kobe.
I'm just a big fan of Kobe Bryant.
But wouldn't you like follow what he's up to? Like I don't
didn't even know he was
getting
gonna-
closer to another championship.
He's going to be on television playing basketball tonight.
Yeah, you might want to tune in.
Will you tune that in?
Probably not.
Why? You're a fan. He's so confusing. Why aren't you going to watch him if you're a big fan and he's on TV tonight?
Oh, I'm going on a date tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
With who?
This girl named Kelly. She used to be friends with my ex-girlfriend, and I kind of met her through her. And I'm going to take her to...
I thought you were going on a date with a pumpkin.
No.
It's actually a living, breathing thing.
Yeah, it is
That's
a
good.
living, breathing girl.
Where are you taking her?
I'm going to take her to Park Slope, Brooklyn. It's where my dad used to have a pizza place there. So I know the neighborhood. I know some people there.
What happened to your dad's business?
Oh, he had to sell it. The business kind of tanked. Well, it didn't tank. He was there for 10 years, and he couldn't...
How do you fuck up pizza?
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
No. Because...
In Brooklyn. Thanks, Jimmy.
In Brooklyn.
How do you fuck up a pizza place in Brooklyn?
He was doing really good. He was doing very
But then he
well.
decided that he had to make triangle pizzas or something,
No,
right?
it was-
He had to fuck it up, right?
He couldn't afford, like, the building expenses anymore. He was doing well.
Was he like you when they said you have to make pizza out of dough? He was using money to make the pizza.
I may be a...
That was something.
You may be what?
I may be a dope, but my dad was very successful in that neighborhood.
Maybe he was successful, but you definitely are a dope.
Yeah.
So you're taking this girl out. That's
And what,
good.
you know people there, so you're going to take her around so guys can fucking
Yeah, why are you taking her there?
cock block and pick up on her?
Yeah.
I like the neighborhood.
So what are you going to do?
I was going to take her, like, to Prospect Park.
That's good.
Yeah.
The Rape Park.
Is that a good park, Ann? I don't even know.
It's Rape Park.
Well, I'm not going
What?
to take her there at night. That'd just be weird.
Yeah.
When's your date? Yeah, what time's this date? 3:30?
Right at 11 a.m. I'll pick you up.
So you're interning today.
What's after this?
All right, so you're taking her into the park. What are you going to do in the park? Why am I trying?
Maybe
What am I
going
doing? What?
I know.
Go ahead.
going like a picnic.
A picnic?
Yeah.
What is this, 1890? What are you doing? We're going to have a picnic. Then go to the carousel and the band shell.
All right, what kind of picnic?
Whatever I buy in the store. I don't know. I haven't bought anything yet.
Do you have a little picnic set up or what?
I have like a towel in my car.
Okay. You know what? I'll tell you what's going on here. We all want to end this, but it's so fascinating.
It's gone to,
I know it's a little slow, probably.
It's
for
gotten
people,
fascinating.
But, all right, you
the
got
whole
a towel in your car for the picnic.
This segment started with Troy describing how he took this 20-year-old out to this wonderful Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah.
Took her to a jazz bar. And now LoveBuzz is saying he's going to go to the store and then eat on a towel in Rape Park.
What kind of food are you going to get?
I guess cold cuts. Whatever I can find.
All right, cold cuts and a smelly fucking old towel that's in your car.
A towel.
Cold
towel.
That's horrendous.
That's great. He uses it to clean the dipstick off when he checks his oil. Just lay it on the ground.
Where'd you meet this girl?
Yeah.
Well, when I was going out with this other girl during the summer, it was just a mutual friend thing. And that's how I had met her. I don't remember the exact point in time where I met her.
A lot of his story should end with the end, so we know.
The end.
Right.
'Cause otherwise, it's just you guys waiting for him to continue.
All right. I want to know more about the date.
Prospect Park. You go there a lot? Wow, did someone just blast one?
Yes.
That's a good one, Jimmy.
If no one's going to end this, I'll do it.
I love how LoveBuzz's radio instincts are when there's silence in the room not to talk.
Just look around.
Yeah. She's a very cute girl.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Got a picture?
It's her Facebook.
Pop it up. Give the address to Danny, but not, not live.
No, not live.
So move away.
Which means
go to Danny and key it in on the fucking keyboard. Jesus Christ.
It's going to be a long one.
Oh, yeah, I know.
What? They send mine?
Just type her name in.
Just type her name in. Holy Christ. Let's see. All right.
Let's see.
Let's see what we got here. That's a guy. A big bald guy came up.
To go into mine.
What?
I could get some things. Yeah.
Jesus. And you called it, Sam, saying this is going to take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to. We in around the festive time because our lack of breaks.
Just about.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, we'll just take a look at this.
And
we want
to end with "Man on the Silver Mountain" for Ronnie James Dio today.
Yes.
And you could we should do the live read and show, and then we could end with.
I'll do it right when he's doing this.
While he's doing that, July 2-3, I'm at the Borgata.
Yes.
I have my stupid iPhone app, and I'm on Mark Maron's podcast, WTF Pod, I think.
Here, give me one of those.
As of today.
I'll do it like Fezzi does it. Like right in the middle. Right in the middle of the show. I'll just go, hey, by the way.
We got a picture of her.
Oh, that's her.
Not bad. Nice body.
All right. I got a lot of artsy type pictures. That's what this artistic. Oh, yeah. They'll love her in Prospect Park.
Nice body. Nice rump.
All right, you guys are going out on a picnic on your dirty towel.
Yeah. You're gonna eat fucking pimento loaf and bologna.
It's cold cuts.
Yeah, cold. Is pimento loaf a fucking?
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
It's a horrible cold cut, but it does classify.
Yeah, she's all right.
You gonna have sex with her? You think?
That means putting your penis in her vagina.
We've already had sex before.
Oh, you've had sex with this girl?
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
How does it work out for you?
Worked out very well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's got to have a big dick. He has to.
Got a big dick?
Hope so for his sake. Jesus.
Inches. Well, inches?
Nothing else going on.
Guess like 7 or 8.
I mean, 3.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't measure it.
Hey, you want to play all the latest video games without paying $60 each to buy them? Try Gamefly.com, the #1 video game rental service. Yes, Gamefly, they got over 7,000 titles, including the hottest new releases, like Red Dead Redemption, Lost Planet 2, and Alan Wake. Here's how easy it is. You just sign up, select your games. Gamefly is going to ship the games for free directly to your door. You keep the games as long as you want, no late fees, and you cancel anytime you want. Once you're done playing the games, you send them back free, and Gamefly is going to send you the next available games on your list. It's, a great thing to do for video games, because you don't want to buy games and then find out they suck, and then you're stuck with them. And if you do like a game, you just click Keep It on the Gamefly website, and the game's yours at a very discounted price. Gamefly going to even mail you the game case and manual free of charge. It's just $8.95 to start. Simply sign up, pick your games, and Gamefly is going to rush them right to your door. Go to Gamefly.com, Gamefly.com. Sign up today. Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
What do you think about Gamefly? Yeah, nice?
I like it.
Good.
Fucking. I don't know what we accomplished. I was fascinated.
I was fascinated. We better introduce the audience to LoveBuzz, who will now be the head intern.
That's right. More bits with LoveBuzz. Finally. Hey, for Ronnie James Dio, we're going to end the show with a little rainbow song called Man on the Silver Mountain. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.